Johnny, welcome, and what is your statement?
My statement is, I am at a point now to where I hate that no good, rotten little...
Oh. Wow. What happened?
I hate him.
What happened, Johnny?
I'll tell you what happened. He's been complaining about me all week. Last week we were supposed to do the angel casting, right?
Right.
He gets sick. He can't make it. I cancel it, and we have to do a new schedule, a new date. The new date is September 4th. He don't like that date. He can't do that date. Now, wait a minute. It gets better. So he calls me, and he asks me about this strippers and hustlers thing in Vegas. Can I get him in there? Yeah, I'll get you in there. He says, is Brandy Tallur going to be there? I look down. I see the name Brandy. I don't know that it's Tallur. I say, yeah. I call these guys. I say, he'll come. He needs money. They got money. This is the perfect situation. He calls me today and says he found out that Brandy Tallur is not coming. So therefore, he's not coming.
Oh.
After these people bought plane tickets.
Oh, boy.
They got him rooms. And may sue me.
Wow.
I put the whole deal together. So I called him up and I said, hey, why? You know what? I don't know nothing about no Brandy Tallur. I'm positive there'll be 600 girls in there named Brandy.
Right.
Howard, if he don't go to the deal, and I ain't trying to be mean, everybody there knows me, and I'm a kind man, and this cocksucker has pushed me way too far.
Well, Johnny, it's a funny thing with Eric the Midget. Ronnie was Ronnie was telling me a story this morning where he spoke to some guy who wanted to hire Eric the Midget, and he said Eric was miserable and that he couldn't hire him because Eric was impossible to deal with. Now, Johnny seems to be confirming this. Let me get Eric on the phone and see what happens.
Johnny has been so good to Eric.
Why are you, Johnny, why are you trying so hard to get a career for this kid? I mean, give up already.
You know what, Howard? I don't know how it happened. I felt sorry for him. He was nice in the beginning, and something has happened, and I don't know what the it is, but it's got me so pissed now I would choke him if he was in front of me.
So you're verifying that Steve Langford has nothing to do with your anger there.
Steve Langford ain't got nothing to do with my anger, nothing.
Eric, how is it that your best friend in the world who supported you, Johnny Fratto, is now at the point that he wants to choke you? Can you explain?
I don't know, but I also don't know what you're talking about. Somebody hiring me and saying
hold on, I'll get Ronnie. He'll tell you. Ronnie, you want to tell Eric what you heard? Maybe this is just rumor, Eric. I don't know, but I'll tell you what Ronnie heard in a minute. He told me just this morning.
See, I think the only reason you like Eric, Howard, is you really don't deal with him.
Right. I'm the only one left that likes
you. Deal with him.
What happened, Ronnie, that you heard? You have to give specifics, but...
I heard something. Some guy contacted me because I'm going to be out in Vegas for this thing next week, the Exotic Dances Awards.
Mm-hmm.
And this gentleman contacted me about this thing they're doing out there, some also exotic ball or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that Johnny was going to be there, that Eric was supposed to be there, but they were trying to get him. But obviously he's an obnoxious piece of shit.
That's what the guy said?
Well, he didn't say it. I'm saying it because I can't stomach that attitude.
Really?
Oh,
fuck
dude,
you, jackass.
I've been waiting to get in here to rip this ass apart for you don't know how long.
Well, maybe...
He's got an attitude like not that he's got the world by the balls, but being on this show, he can have pretty much anything he wants to do. People offer him and he's so arrogant that he deserves all the shit.
Let me be devil's advocate. Let me defend Eric for 1 minute. Maybe he's so special needs that when these guys call him, he's got to travel with someone. He needs somebody to help him. Maybe
No, they offered all that, Howard.
They did?
All of that was offered.
Wow.
All right, so Howard, you have no...
He's just a dick. He's a dick, man. The guy's a dick.
I tell you what, Ronnie, thank you.
Ronnie.
He agreed, Howard, to do it. He agreed. Okay? He asked me about this Brandy Tallur. I don't know one Brandy from another. I'm figuring, if there's a Brandy Tallur or something like that, she'll be there.
All right, let's let Eric defend himself.
200 other Brandy Tallurs there. He gets focused on this one thing. All right, go ahead, Eric.
All right, Eric, go ahead. You got Johnny on the phone. This is probably your last conversation with him, unless you can straighten this out. Go ahead.
It's got to be straightened out now, because I'm telling you, if this thing don't get straightened out now, Eric, if you don't end up at that thing, then I'm going with Ronnie.
And isn't he on your JFSC?
We took his mods away today.
His what?
His mods. He used to be able to moderate and kick people.
Ah.
And we took the mods away until we settled this thing.
Is that true, Eric? Is your mods away?
Yeah.
Wow.
So people can just sit there and harass you. You can't get rid of them. I love it.
You modless little prick.
Cackling witch.
I might go on the JFSC
Just
because
to
now I
get
can.
under his skin.
0.
So you have 0.0 mods?
0.0.
Modded, you idiot.
What?
That's my favorite.
Eric, go ahead and talk.
Tell him the story.
Well, okay. I was hoping to have, Brandy Tour there. Johnny told me that she was supposed to be there, so I feel like I've been misled.
All right,
Eric,
so let's say...
there's 100 girls there named Brandy. I promise you, one of them will be her. And if there's not one of them that's her, there'll be one like her. You see, they're all named Brandy, and they all have kids.
Eric, why are you fixating on this Brandy Tallur?
Now, why? That's what I want to know. Why her? Who is she? You don't even know her. Don't you see that you're looking for Brandy Tallur? There's going to be 80,000 girls in the same caliber or higher.
Yeah, I don't get it, Eric. Why are you focused on this?
Because that one girl won't be there?
Hey, Robin, these guys bought plane tickets. They got rooms, the whole 9 yards. The guy even mentioned suing me.
See, this is the problem. Eric doesn't really understand what it means to take a job, to make a commitment.
Well, Eric was told Brandy Tallur would be there.
Oh, please. He was going to see
told him
girls.
that, yes, I did. Okay, I admit it. Because you know why? I don't know no Brandy Tallur. I looked at the list. There were 15 Brandys on that list.
But, Howard, if you've got a buddy like Johnny, and he's done so much for you, Johnny made a little mistake.
Yeah, I mean, Eric, just because Brandy Tallur won't be there, aren't you into, like, going somewhere where there are tons of hot chicks?
How would you feel if you were promised somebody was going to be there, and then they turned out they weren't? Wouldn't you feel misled and not want to go?
Well, I would feel misled, but I would say in this case, Johnny's always been there for you.
I don't know nothing about porn stars, Eric. You know that. I don't know one Brandy from another Brandy. All Brandys look exactly the same to me.
Yeah, but Eric, this sounds like a fun event. What do you got to lose?
Yeah, what else you going to be doing?
And Johnny, he's getting paid?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he complains about money constantly.
Eric, what's the downside here? I'm not seeing it. I mean, okay, Brandy Tallur's not there. What the heck was going to happen with Brandy Tallur anyway? I mean, what are the odds of you getting there?
You'll roll up, she'll say hi to you for 5 minutes, and then she's gone.
Yeah. Well, there won't be some other Brandy there that'll suck your dick or something.
Right.
Well, if you, Stern, had finally put together the meeting between her and I, then it would...
Eric, stop. I can't put together meetings between you and Brandy Tallur. What is this?
Yeah, that's why you did that phone call with her and I May of last year.
What's that got to do with this?
And it hasn't.
Robin, it all somehow hooks together. Just try to figure it out.
I don't even remember that we had Brandy Tallur.
I don't either. I don't know Brandy Tallur either.
Eric's living a dream.
Yeah, all these women are going to see him and fall into his lap.
What happened, Howard? He was like madly in love with her, so we got her on the phone for a minute to let them talk to each other. But that was for him. We didn't book her.
Right. So what do you want from me? I did you a favor. I got her on the phone. You can't close the deal.
I know what it was. We were going to arrange a date, but he didn't want cameras, and so it was all canceled.
Yeah,
she didn't want to be anywhere with you where she didn't get promotion.
You know, what I don't hear here.
What is that? George.
What I don't hear here is some appreciation and gratitude.
Oh, you
Eric,
won't.
It seems to me so many people are doing so much for you that the least you can do is say thank you, much less,
No, he barks at me.
Yeah, I know. That's what
Stern, if you had at least gotten laid with her.
You're a normal person, Howard. He can bark at you, okay? He doesn't understand that if he's here right now, you know, because it's 3 in the morning, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He'd be hanging off this 6th floor balcony. He would. I would have him hanging over the balcony. I would have Johnny down in the park and say, Johnny, catch. And we'd throw him back and forth. Serious. Honest to God.
Well, Johnny.
Like, looking at this thing of, oh, thank you. Am I on Ambien right now?
What did he say?
He said that's the Ambien talking.
No. That's the Ambien talking.
He's not on Ambien right now.
I'm not on it, but I will be. I will be. Because that's the only way that I'm going to sleep when I take that. Howard, would you explain to him that I asked him to do this? He said he would do it. I signed a contract, Howard.
You did?
And I signed a contract. And wait a minute, whoa. And they paid for the plane tickets, they paid for the room, and they have the check for him. I call up the guy to try to cancel because he starts acting like a jag-off here. And guess what? The guy says, I'll sue you.
Oh, boy. Listen, Johnny, I'm going to give you some advice. Get out of the Eric business. It's not working out.
Leave him to his lonely, miserable self.
Let Eric do his own thing. Let him run his own business. Stop giving him opportunities. Eric, it makes a point. He was promised whatever this woman is.
And he doesn't care about you.
But, okay, he doesn't care about you enough to bail you out of this.
If you were a young man, is one brandy any different than the other?
Absolutely not to me. I don't know, but Eric's got a fixation. He's got a fixation.
But he's got to quit fixating. You don't bring sand to the beach, Eric.
Right, but in a way, Eric signed a contract with you based on the fact that Brandy would be there. But, all right, if he's a real friend, and I know you've been good to Eric, maybe Eric will say, well, you know, there will be 20 other Brandies.
That would be a good thing to do, but I don't think it's happening with this guy.
More than 20 other Brandies. Plus, it's a nice trip. He gets to leave with a nice check. He says he needs money. I don't get it. I truly don't get it.
You don't want the money, Eric?
The money would be nice, but, you know, I feel misled, and it just doesn't make me want to go.
Jeez.
Eric.
This is Johnny, though.
I told you. I'm sorry. I don't know nothing about...
They're going to sue Johnny. Eric, they're going to sue Johnny.
I sent you her website. I sent you photos of her.
He did. And I told Johnny to email her. And I thought that she was coming because I saw a bunch of lists and I saw a name, Brandy. I went back tonight to look at it. There are 6 Brandies. Okay.
Why do you want this Brandy so bad, Eric? She's not even into you.
Because she's the hottest, bustiest porn star in the business.
I bet we could find a better one.
She's got the biggest, she supposedly has the biggest natural tits out of any porn star.
But what's going to happen when you see her?
No. Yeah, what do you
Howard, would you tell him that even if he found this girl, could you tell him, give him a guarantee that there will be 10 girls that will be equally or more than her at this thing? There's 800 girls going to be there.
Yeah, Eric.
Surely one of them is going to be better than this one.
Eric, I know you were misled a little bit, but it does seem to me that this could be a big event with girls, and I know you're into girls. Doesn't that appeal to you on some level? And plus, Johnny's your friend, and he signed a contract. All right, he screwed up a little, but maybe you give him a break.
You think he did this maliciously, that he wants to hurt you somehow?
I don't know.
Do you think, Eric, do you think Johnny did this to you maliciously?
I don't know. I mean, things haven't exactly been lining up perfectly this summer like I thought they would be.
Oh. Like what? Eric, the casting call was going. You got sick and couldn't come. That's not my fault.
I haven't been sick for over a week.
Yeah, but you know what, Howard, this casting is being done in a casting room.
Right.
That is rented. And it's rented now again until May 4th. That's, until September 4th. That's as fast as we can get it. The room is booked. It's a casting, it's a casting room.
Yeah, Eric wants it done today.
That's what I'm saying. He's the one who got sick. We paid for the day he didn't come.
Boy, Eric, there's a lot of you canceling in this.
Yeah. What's not lining up for you? It's not lining up for Johnny.
Right, so Eric, what's the answer? Are you telling Johnny absolutely not, you won't go? Is that it? Let's be done with this conversation. Yes or no, are you going or not?
No.
You're not. All right, Johnny, you're out.
Johnny, I guess you're going to get sued.
That was a big
No,
you.
no, I'm going to find.
Come on. Let's not resort to violence.
No violence. I said I was going to go to another midget.
That's what he's going to do. He's
Find
going to
another
put a
midget.
midget in a wheelchair and go and say it's Eric.
I got to do it.
You
I
want to
don't
see
think
if we
I
can...
have a choice.
Do you think the guy would take Beetlejuice? Because if I can contact Beetlejuice, he might fly out for the right money.
Maybe. I got to ask the guy.
All right,
He ain't happy with me right now either.
And Beetlejuice would just want actual brandy, the liquor.
I'll tell you what I'll do for you, Johnny, because I care about you more than Eric does. If you're really going to be sued, I asked the guy if he's interested in Beetlejuice. I don't know that I can get Beetlejuice, but we can put you in touch with him.
All right. Well,
All right.
maybe that's got to be the move.
Beetlejuice is a big star.
He's a huge star.
Bigger than
Got to
Eric.
be the move. In the meantime, anybody want to go on JFSC and kick Eric out? Be my guest.
Boy, this is
Well, I
Eric.
can't believe Eric. Hey, you know what, Howard? I used to listen to Fred. I used to listen to Robin and you, Artie, and I never thought it would come to this. I swear to God, I never thought it would come to this.
I thought you two were together forever.
Yeah, and
I thought
Johnny,
we were too.
and Johnny, aren't you the guy who put him on a website where he has his own TV show and radio show?
Yeah.
Got his own cam.
Yeah. What about the cam? Isn't that cam your
His own
cam?
Cam.
Got him to Beverly Hills a couple of times.
Yeah.
Took him to the WWE.
Mods.
Watching stupid wrestling I don't even care about.
Right.
Oh, you left
I'm the
before
guy.
the
I
event.
left Eric because I have a higher intelligence, so I had to go.
You see, Johnny knows it's fake. It's a bunch of guys, like, pretending to fight
Is
each other.
Eric pissed at him because he left early?
Were you?
Probably part of the reason why we never got backstage.
Oh, man.
I couldn't make it, Eric. I couldn't last. I couldn't last.
I couldn't either. I agree with Johnny.
I really think this is really gonna end Johnny and Eric's relationship.
Well,
It's a
you know,
shame.
and Eric doesn't realize that his life will fall back into nothingness.
Hey, let me ask you something, Eric. Isn't Johnny the reason you can even have this cam and you get to be on the internet? Because it costs money to do all that, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
It
Sure.
doesn't.
It costs
Not
Johnny
for
money.
this not for this particular website. I could use my original name that I got on here before joining the JFSC and start a live room like anyone else that says.
Eric, just this one time, why don't you just break down, go to Vegas? If you don't have a good time, then you can yell at me for like 2 weeks and tell me what a good time you didn't have.
Johnny's begging you. I never thought I'd see the day Johnny would beg.
Yeah, Johnny's begging
Well,
him.
Me neither. It's just that I want to make some other people happy, you know.
You understand Johnny's the son of a godfather. It's against their code.
You know, Howard, where's the DNA when I need it?
I know. If your father could see you begging a midget right now,
Oh, my God, you wouldn't even be able to go home.
what would your father do to you for behaving like a woman?
No, he'd have to whack me out. He'd have to act me out.
He'd have you whacked, right?
Yeah, I'd be gone. Oh, yeah.
He would say you're a woman.
That's it.
You can act like a man.
Act like a man.
I want to make these people happy. That's all I want to do. And I don't understand. He's worried about some Brandy Galore or whatever. There'll be 1,000 Brandy Galores there. There will be 1,000. I've seen the pictures of them.
I think Eric has made his statement, Eric, unless things have changed.
Well, what is Eric going to be doing that's so much better than this?
What else you got to do?
Nothing.
What's your night going to be like on the 30th and the 31st?
I'm at the Olympic closing ceremonies. Carrying the torch.
That's a week before, you idiot.
All right, Eric, go ahead. Answer Johnny's question, please.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
I'm going to just be watching TV and
Wow. You'd rather be watching TV than see titties. I know you want to see titties. I know that's what you want. There'll be thousands of titties. And you don't even know that broad ain't going to show up. They said to all them broads.
I hope she is there, and he's sitting at home watching TV.
Last minute edition.
I'm telling you, if she's there, I'm going to make little Johnny.
Good. I'll fly out and figure.
Well, evidently Eric is not. Well, Johnny, I'm going to speak for Eric now. He's made his point. He says basically, look, you misled him, and you're done with him. And
Howard, it was a mistake.
Johnny, if it was me, I'd say, Johnny, who cares? Let's go see girls.
Right.
And I'm going to get paid to see girls. This is my logic. You mean I get to see naked women, and you're going to pay me?
And you get paid.
Usually you have to pay to see naked
And they
women.
put you up in a hotel, and they feed you.
It sounds like fun.
And he gets to leave with money.
That's a fantasy.
Wait, Beetlejuice wants to talk to you for a second. Johnny, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, hold on. Beetle wants to say something. Let me get him on here. Yeah, Beat.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Why did that ain't said in front of your friends?
I don't know.
Why did you do that said to me?
See, Beetle's upset with you, Eric. Now all of a sudden Beetle's involved.
You want to talk to me? You talk to me serious.
Right. Well,
I'm serious.
yeah, he's upset, Beetlejuice, because now all of a sudden he's involved.
He's a businessman. He knows you can't, sign a contract and then say no.
What did that say about me?
Yeah, and what do you think of this whole Brandy situation, Beat?
Why did that ain't said in front of your friends?
Right. You never mess with a friend.
I mean, argue with that.
Do my business. I'm not here to do my promotion.
Right. You do your business and your promotion,
That's
and
right.
Johnny's your friend, right?
But I'm telling you straight up, like a man.
Right. Like a man, right.
I'm not a punk, not a pussy, not a faggot. I'm telling you like a man, straight up.
All right, Beat. There it is, Eric. That's Beetlejuice saying it.
You think that I'm a goddamn joke?
No one thinks you're a joke, pal. You're a stand-up guy.
They can say anything they want to say.
Right. All right, Beat. Thank you. What do you think of that, Johnny?
Unbelievable.
No.
Do you even someone in the room was smart enough to know that was your soundboards?
What?
Are you saying that someone in the room is usually not that smart?
Maybe I'll take that downboard to Las Vegas then. Just give me the tape. Something. I got that little kid over here.
Eric, it doesn't upset you at all that Johnny might be sued?
He don't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care about other people. Haven't you gotten that yet?
I do now.
Yeah, if a friend is going to have something like that happen to him, Eric, you got to step up there. Come on.
Not Eric.
What's it going to take, Eric, to get you to go? What's it going to take?
Brandy Tallure.
Does anyone know Brandy Tallure?
I think Robin pretty much hit the nail on the head. For one,
All right. All right.
Smart.
Howard, does Gary have a way to get a hold of her? I will pay Brandy Tallure to go.
All right, I'll see if we can find her. I'll try to help you out, but I don't even know this Brandy Tallure. I don't know what...
Anybody knows Brandy Tallure out there, get her to call me.
She's got to have a website.
I got to tell you, you know what, Howard? I ain't even mad. I'm just disappointed.
I'm sure.
I'm disappointed because these guys got all excited.
All right, I hear you. This is very upsetting. Well, I guess it's over between Eric and Johnny.
Yeah, I guess you won't be doing business with him anymore, huh, Johnny?
I'm done. Now, if you don't do that thing, it's over. If I don't see that team in Vegas, man...
All right.
He said that he sent you a website. You should go, and I'm sure there's a contact info to hire her on the website.
Red Ron!
Eric, that's it.
What's Eric?
So, Eric, do you have any final words for your friend Johnny?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure if you have final words?
Well, this is it, Eric.
I have to hang up. I can't do this all day.
0.0.
You have 0.0 words for Johnny?
Hasn't he been crying for 2 days that Johnny hasn't called him?
Yeah.
Now he has nothing to say?
This is why. This is why. And I don't want to make an issue out of it, but you know what? I got called today. People are pissed. Now I'm calling because I had to make an issue out of it.
How much money do you think they'll sue you for?
I don't have a clue. I mean, I'm not even, you know what, just the idea that they're going to sue me over this, that I'm trying to do this in a favor and get him paid.
Right, you're not even getting paid, are you?
No.
Why are you involved in this?
Money.
Why are you involved in this?
It's going to cost him money.
You know what? I've lost my mind. Okay, why am I 54 years old and pregnant? Why? I don't know. I'm making a lot of bad moves in my old age. I might have Alzheimer's or something.
Right.
He's beginning to question everything.
I mean, why are you taking it upon yourself to try and get deals for Eric the Midget? I mean, if you're not getting paid.
You know what, Howard? I still can't even figure out why. I don't know how I even got to this point.
Yeah.
With him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you're so wrapped up in Eric the Midget. I don't know anyone who would
Will you
do that.
stop calling me that jackass?
What should I call you again?
Eric the Welcher.
The actor.
Actor. You haven't done anything.
You know what he's good at? Backing out. Eric the backer-outer. Eric the Welcher. Eric the cheater.
You marauder.
Eric, while you have all these
Eric the
people on
ingrate.
the phone, while you have all these people on the phone,
I got to tell you
why
something.
don't you just commit to the deal and say, I'm going to do this because you're my friend?
Why should I?
Well, Johnny, listen, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I brought you to Beverly Hills a couple of times. I could go on and on, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, you're begging, Johnny.
I'm not begging. I'm just making him. I want to refresh his memory.
I mean, Eric, who else does this for you?
I still have not gotten the part of our negotiation that we did a couple months ago when we were having the last argument.
Oh, boy.
What happened to the visit to the Playboy Mansion? That hasn't happened so far.
No. Johnny Costello is taking you. They're waiting for the right event that he can get you in on. So that's done. That's going to happen.
I'll take it off the table, John.
Right.
And the casting, Howard, he canceled the casting. He canceled it. He got sick and he canceled it.
All right,
So
look, listen,
the room that
Johnny,
we do
Johnny,
it in-
listen to me. I don't know how to resolve this between you two. It sounds
Is it over?
Howard, just tell him to do it.
Or like he
Right.
listens to Howard?
I can't. He doesn't listen to me.
He'd be flying on balloons if he listened to Howard.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the ballooning thing to happen.
Oh, Eric, I'll tell you what. If you all right, okay.
Come on, Eric. The guy's going to get sued. For
Artie,
old time's sake.
Artie,
Can't do it, so.
this has been decided by Eric.
Yeah.
Eric is his own
Eric
man.
could care less what happens to
Right.
Johnny.
I guess that's the end of this association.
All right, fellas. I got to go.
All right, thanks, Johnny.
All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Wait.
What?
All right.
You're going to do it?
Wait, what's this other? I just heard you buzz someone else in.
What?
I didn't buzz anyone in.
I think
Johnny's gone.
Johnny hung up. You waited too long.
Oh, Johnny hung up.
Johnny
already.
hung up, Eric. I just looked over.
Get him back.
I'm not. You go get him back. I just had him on for 15 minutes. Now you're finally going
I
to
don't care if you had him on for a fucking half hour. Get him back on the phone.
Listen to him.
Wow. I'm not getting him back. I don't know. You get him back. Why do I have to get him back? I have nothing to do with this.
I was just about to say yes. And
Well, how do I know that? He hung up.
Wait for you forever.
get him back on the phone.
I don't know how to get him back on the phone. You get him back on
Oh,
the
like
phone.
no one has his phone number.
Well, do you have it?
Listen, I got a radio show to do. I can't spend the whole morning getting Johnny Fratto on the phone. This is
Oh,
between
yeah,
you.
let's just go back to what you were doing.
And there's going to be a
That's
lot more
exactly
gays.
what
We're
we'll
going to
do.
be doing something nice for George Takei.
Thank you for giving us permission.
We got a pretty penis contest right now. And you're
Wish
making...
you were here to judge it.
Yeah. Listen, you guys, you go take that up with Johnny. I'm sure if you call him, he'll take your call now, because if you have a change of heart, he's going to be interested. All right, thank you.
Goodbye.
Do not hang up.
I'm hanging up. Eric, I got a radio show to do.
I don't give a shit.
You know what? I
know,
do.
you don't give a shit anything or anybody.
I was just about to.
Well, what do you want from me? You were on for 20 minutes, and you didn't say what Johnny wanted, and he hung up.
You waited till he hung up.
Well, I'm waiting till he calls back.
Well, he's not
go
calling
ahead.
back.
Like, put him on hold. Let him sit there for the rest of the show.
All right, I'll put you on hold. If Johnny calls back, I'll let you talk to him. How's that? All right.
Right.
Thank you. All right. I love Eric and Johnny business.
Oh, my God, that's so crazy.
Because, okay, I'm ready. Guy hangs up, he's ready. Yeah.
All right.
Don't hang up.
And by the way, I don't have time for this.
I know.
I'm not even sure my audience cares. Well, I sure as hell do.
He's like, I don't give a f.
Life is too short. You know,
So's Eric.
there's
Not for
no
Eric.
gravity.
Life has never been too short for Eric.
Life is too long for Eric.
Yeah. When he has friends, when he has the opportunity to do things, I mean, it's so unbelievably self-destructive.
Yes.
Well, listen, he also has medical problem. Maybe he didn't want to travel because of his medical
No,
problem.
he would have gone for Brandy Tallure in a second.
All right. You know what? Let's change the subject. We got a great day here. Yeah, what is it?
Yes, he's back with me, Fred. Shut the fuck up.
No, you shut the fuck up. Who are you to say to me, shut the fuck, you little twerp?
Quickly, Eric, really? I want to be done with this. Tell me what you saw in your mind.
Well, you said if Johnny called back that you would put me back on the air.
Yes.
Yeah, Johnny hasn't called back.
He didn't call back.
Yeah, your intern told me he did.
Oh, he did? I haven't seen that.
Look at your board.
Oh.
Look, go call Johnny on your own. I don't want to be involved in this anymore.
Hey, Howard, you know what the A stands for in his hat?
What? Well, I mean, he's being ridiculous. I don't see Johnny on there. And, Eric, I got the rest of the show to do. So, listen.
You probably took too long with that dumb penis contest, and he fell asleep on Ambien.
Well, maybe. All right. Listen, go give him a call. I wish you best of luck. Hope you guys patch things up. Thanks, Eric.
Red Ron!
Why are you announcing it?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. And too long.
Get out of here. Now you're pissing me off. Goodbye. Now he's pissing me off.
Look, he's got the ability to piss off anybody who has any goodwill for him.
You took too long.
Jackass.
Yeah. He's just announcing that Johnny has an Ambien problem.
I know.
What a friend.
A lot of Eric the Midget stuff. I can listen to him all day. That was the best radio of the year by far. Yeah, Ralph called me up. He said, oh, my God, I'm listening to Eric. He was listening to the replay, listening to Eric the Midget and Johnny Fratto yelling at each other. And he said it was just the greatest thing in his world. By the way, Eric, yesterday's show, you were your best.
Well, you know what Ralph said? The best moment was when Johnny hung up, and then you hear Eric go, I'll do it.
Johnny's had it.
Right at the worst moment. He said the worst timing you could possibly have.
Eric, what's going on with you and Johnny? Any update?
Yeah, I was calling because we patched things up, and I agreed to go.
Well, that's why you patched things up.
Yeah, you patched things up because your life is about to be over.
He wanted to control on that JFSC or whatever.
Yeah.
Back. It was killing him.
Johnny put the pressure on you, huh?
You're lucky Kiefer started breaking up the mob in the 50s. Cause
who was that girl that Eric wants to meet again? What's her name?
Brandy
Tallure.
Tallure.
Brandy Tallure.
Is Brandy Tallure going to be there? No. He goes, hey, I don't know. One Brandy's another Brandy. You go, well, then I'm not going.
I feel misled. She is all natural risk.
I'd love to see a Broadway play where, like, we get an actor to play Eric the Midget and an actor to play Johnny the Fratto, and they just turn that into a play.
Yeah.
The two of them talking about it. I feel misled.
Eric, there are 8 Brandies coming. I'm sure one of them will be her.
A guy 2 feet tall in a wheelchair. He's worried about which Brandy's going to show up. It's the greatest irony in the world.
Stern, shut up. I'm not 2 foot tall.
All right, 3 foot tall.
He's within 5 feet.
Right.
How tall are you again? I forget. I want to get it right.
3'6".
All right. Guy 3'6". Sitting and worrying about which Brandy
Latour. And what's going to happen when she sees you?
She's gonna, that's what. She'll throw up. You don't want to blow him?
She's going to throw up.
Well, that's what happens when broads see me. Look at Eric.
What turns you off? My blotches? Or my insanely dark eyebrows? My personality?
Well, Eric, I'm glad you and Johnny patched things up.
Thank you.
All right, that's good. And when are you going to be out in Vegas?
It'll be the 30th and the 31st.
You're going to miss Artie's party.
Good.
To see the details about it, go to strippersandhustlers.com.
Take care. We'll see you.
Strippers and Hustlers.
Good job, buddy.
What?
Strippers and Hustlers what?
Balls.com.
See you later.
All right. All right, Eric, good work.
Which one are you, a stripper or a hustler?
Hustler.
I'm
He's a cherub.
I'll be judging a contest that they've got.
All right, Eric. Very good. You feel better now that you're patched up with Johnny? It must have been very painful for you.
Yeah, I feel better about it.
Yeah, I thought so.
He was on fire yesterday. Remember after Johnny Hummer, like, get him back!
Yeah. Get him! Get him back! You were on fire. to be around you when you're angry, boy. You're
Boy,
really...
if he was more than 3'6".
Oh, boy. If he was double that... If he was double that, forget it.
Oh, forget it. You wouldn't want to be there when he lost it.
No. All right, Eric. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that's Eric the Midget. I mean, Eric the actor.
Oh, whatever.
And now Eric the...
Judge.
The judge. Eric the judge.
Who's Eric to judge anybody?
Well, he's going to be judged.
That's my new favorite sound.
Oh, where do I begin? Eric the Midget, you're on the air. Go ahead real quick. This is your second call today.
Okay. I just wanted to ask George, a couple of weeks ago, I saw a segment on the Tonight Show where Masioka was being interviewed, and he did an impression of George Takei, and just wondering if he caught that at all.
I didn't catch that, but I have heard him doing the, and he's got such a witty thing. He was using my voice to praise himself. He said he was doing an interview for some TV.
Who's this again?
Masioka, who plays my son.
Oh.
He was saying, well, I think that Masioka is one of the most inventive, most inspired actors that I've ever worked with.
All right, Eric, is that a good answer to your boring question?
Yeah, I was just wondering if he caught that at all.
George,
I did not catch it.
You did not catch it. All right, Eric.
Eric, we'll see you, man.
All right.
Bye.
We're tired of being bored to death.
Thank you. All right. Eric with another searing question for George.
Right.
All I got to do is get a hot chick with balloons, and this kid's flying.
No.
Oh, sure you will.
Yeah, you would. You'll do anything for hot chicks.
Oh, yeah, by the way, I wanted to ask, do you think, you asked me if I jacked off in the hotel. You think Ralph probably jacked off in your house?
Yeah, probably. I mean, he vomited all over it. Why wouldn't he jack off?
I'm sure he's done that many times.
I know I did.
No, I do think that, Eric, actually. I'd rather have Richard Christie at my house than Ralph.
No, don't even say that.
Yeah, I don't
By
know.
the way, I'm a little bit too busy in the month of October.
Oh, really? You're not available?
Right.
For the wedding. He can't be your ring
I
bearer.
hear. He's booked up.
Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't know you were busy.
I'm busy.
All right, Eric, I got to go.
Well, see, the other thing that Johnny and I did besides go to the Hustler, or the Strippers and Hustler Ball, we, after the first night, went to the strip club, the Bada Bing, and had a lot of fun at the strip club with the girls up on the upper level of the strip club.
All right.
You were the hustler at the Stripper and Hustlers Ball?
He was at the Hustlers Ball.
It was the Strippers and the Hustlers, so he must have been a hustler.
He was one of the hustlers, yeah. All right. Time for us to hustle out of here. Thank you, Eric. All right. Eric the Midget, everyone, from the JFSC.
Oh, yeah. By the way, my Eric...
See you later, man.
My Eric the Actor.
All right, buddy.
Open today, or is open today.
Take care, Eric. Thanks for calling. All right. Thanks, bro.
TV.
And next call. Yep, see you later. Great. Uh-huh, right. Later on, man.
All right. Thank you, Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
ETA. He's ETA, Howard.
What's ETA?
Eric the Actor.
Oh. I couldn't hear.
Eric the go down there.
Shut up.
Here's a funny clip. I don't know if you watched the Democratic National Convention. I watched some of it. I didn't get to. I saw Obama's speech, but I got bored during all those speeches and stuff. Yes, Eric.
Hello.
Hello.
Bye.
I was calling because yesterday after the show, a friend of mine called me that heard the show and said to me that the snake really was, you know, kind of in attack mode. It wasn't smiling at me. It wasn't trying
Snakes
to hug
don't
me
smile.
or anything like that. It did want to eat me and kill me.
Yeah, Eric, I wasn't trying to make.
Revelation.
I wasn't trying to make a joke. Yesterday, we were talking about the fact that I saw pictures of Eric when he went to this show, Hustlers and Stripper show.
Yeah.
And he was there, and there was a very attractive woman with a snake. I was talking about
Very
also
attractive snake.
How snakes, there are certain women who think they need a gimmick. This girl's attractive enough. She doesn't need any gimmick.
Yeah, somebody told them they need to stand out.
Right. I mean, I hate those. I hated when I could go to strip clubs and to be a chick there who did a gimmick, and no one cared. We just wanted sensual dancing and like the hint that you'd touch our cocks with your knee.
Yeah, that's it. That's your gimmick. You're the one who touches my cock with your knee.
That's all the gimmick you need.
We had one girl who actually burned herself up. She used to do something with fire.
Right. Trust me, the girl with the snake doesn't get tips because she's busy with the snake, and I'm heading for the hill.
Right.
Anyway, Eric is pictured in his wheelchair or on a couch. I'm not sure which it is. And he is wrapped around this snake, which I thought was a python. Turns out to be a, what was it, Eric?
No, it's a python.
It is a python.
Python. It's a Burmese python.
Yeah. It's the thing's probably 8 feet long, 9 feet long, big and thick and yellow and big red tongue.
And I'm pissed off at her because, if I don't go to Burma, I don't expect to see a Burmese snake. What the
Why
fuck?
this was, and Eric is of small stature, and I got to tell you, the things wrapped around him, that could have been a horrible, horrible death.
Right.
I don't like it.
It's looking at Eric like a morsel.
One of the other bad things is I heard that Johnny is considering buying the snake and releasing it in my house with cameras.
For your JFSC camera.
Now there's a reality show I'm tuning into.
No, you're going off. You're going off track.
I'm sorry.
Meaning cameras in the house.
Yes, I understand.
In the house.
We get it.
We get it.
That's why I said reality show.
We get it, snake food.
That's exactly what I meant, that I would watch that any time.
Yeah.
But not intended for the JFSC thing.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
Of
course not. Much bigger.
No, that's network.
Yeah, network show. All right, Eric.
You're a regular Sarah Palin.
Red Ron! Kind of the Survivor thing. My roommate and I trying to avoid, being attacked by the snake.
I like that.
Good pitch.
In fact, I would never feed the snake.
Oh, absolutely not. Get your own food, snake.
Season 1, Eric and the Snake. Season 2, The Snake, it'll be called. Because that snake will catch Eric. It ain't hard.
You know what? You should, to make it more interesting, Eric, you should dress in like a mouse uniform.
All right. Thank you, Eric. That sounds like a great show. And thank you for admitting that you are now scared of the snake. And you should have been worried. Thank you. All right.
Oh, you know
I got to move on.
You're going to get a pissed off call.
Oh, yeah, he'll be back in a few minutes.
You hung up on me.
The reason I hung up on you is because I've got a guest, and I've got to get to it.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, well, I do. I got a show to do. You're not the show.
Being hung up on this week.
I had to go. I can't wait any longer.
You don't ever let me finish.
I know, Eric. I can't do it now. Maybe on Monday's show. I don't have time right now. I gave you a couple of minutes, and that's it.
You mean I'm missing the return call?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now go and get eaten by a reptile.
All right, Eric, I got to go. I really do.
We're putting that snake in your house if you keep going.
I got a small window with Jerry's got stuff to do, okay?
Really?
Thank you.
Do you understand?
Asshole.
Oh.
Whatever. Bye.
My God. What ugliness.
Red Ron!
I'll get to...
Who else puts up with him?
Nobody.
No one. No one would even take his call. Eric the Midget's on the phone. Real quick, Eric, I'm going to give you some advice, okay?
Why the hell does it have to be so quick when you leave me on hold for hours?
Because, Eric, I told you the show isn't about you.
Isn't this a redundant conversation? He asks that every time.
And I have to tell you that you're on hold because we don't have time for you all the time. I had AC/DC in here. I had...
It's not getting through to him.
Natalie the Virgin, who's auctioning off her virginity. I mean, we have a lot of different things to get through. But I will tell you, I got a letter, an email, from Sarah Silverman, the famous comedian.
Yeah.
And she was telling me a friend of hers ordered a Eric the Midget photo. You know you can order Eric the Midget photos?
Well, he said he was selling autographed photos.
So the friend decided to get one for, I think, his girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
You know. So he was pissed. He sent $20 for this photo. He thought he'd get like an 8x10. He got in the mail this little tiny 3x4. Like a photo
Like a
mart.
wallet photo.
Like a photo mart. Like, you know, like if you took pictures with your camera and you printed them out, a 3x4 photo. And he signed it to Justin from Eric the actor. And he didn't even ask for it to be signed to him. He asked for the girlfriend.
Oh, jeez.
So.
No, the guy did not. Shut up. The guy did not fill the form out right.
Well, that's not what he said. He said, please write, Kelsey, I would love to climb on your back and ride you around the room. Love, Eric the Midget. And you signed it. Not only
That was his second email. The email with the initial order did not have any message at all.
Well, it was 3x4. I know that. People expect an 8x10, Eric, for $20. It's just my opinion. I mean, listen, I've done some marketing in my career.
How does the form go? Who wants a wallet-sized photo of you?
It's not a wallet, you dumb.
3x4 is small. Maybe not wallet, but it's one of those small 3x4. Why not?
It's a big wallet.
Why not a press photo type thing, 8x10, a glossy?
Because I'm just starting out. I don't exactly have the money
$20
to print out that many of them.
Yeah, but $20 is a lot of money for a picture of yourself.
A small picture.
Are you shocked by that, Artie? $20?
I think it's just another example of Eric exploiting his fans.
Mm-hmm.
I had printed out a set number of bigger size photos and a set number of smaller ones. By the time I got to his order, I had run out of the bigger size.
I see.
I'm sick of the excuses.
All right, I'm just giving you some advice, that's all.
I'm sick of your fat ass.
Nah, listen. You're being rude to Robin today. You're in a foul mood even for you. And
3x4 is actually life-size photo of Eric.
Of Eric, yeah.
To blow it up, though.
Yeah. And, you and your San Francisco Giant hat, it just, it's terrible how you're acting today. You're blotchy and you're ugly.
Ah, come on. That's a little strong.
No, okay, he's blotchy.
He's blotchy. I agree. All right, listen, Eric, I got to move along. Call me back tomorrow if you have more to say. Okay?
Go to my store, please.
All right, where is your store? I'll give you a plug.
At jfsc.tv/ETA.
All right, thank you.
Right.
All right, that's Eric, the midget actor.
Those phone calls are getting more and more depressing.
I thought it was funny. The guy goes, he sent me a photo. It's 3x4. It's like a photo mart print.
Oh, God.
What a load of crap. $20, and he made it out to the wrong person. It's not even an 8x10 photo. And Sarah loves Eric the Midget. That's one of her favorites. Ralph, go ahead.
I'm on Eric the Actor's store. You know what else you can get? You get a personalized autographed picture and a phone call.
How much does that cost?
$45.
A phone call is $45 from Eric. How long do you get?
It doesn't say how long, but it also says with star 67, so I guess he doesn't want you to have his number.
So you...
What did he say to you? He probably just nasty to people.
What? Yeah.
Do you know how?
$45, you get a call from Eric, the actor. Eric,
what?
Eric, what is it? Please, quickly. I got to move on. I told you I don't have time today.
Oh, calling back because I emailed Will the order form for what you were talking about, Sarah Silverman's friend that ordered the photo.
Yes.
So you could see the order form. And I did send him yesterday a new photo addressed to his girlfriend with a birthday message to his girlfriend free of charge.
Very nice. 3x4 or 8x10?
All I have is the 3x4 right now.
Fair enough. That's good, Eric. That's good business. I'm proud of you. Thank you.
You're troubleshooting.
Yeah, that's smart. All right, that's good business. That's good business. Thank you, Eric.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye. Help yourself.
Robin, there it is, all fixed.
I'm so glad that his customer service department is working.
He actually should glue 3 of those 3x4s together. Then he'd have a giant 9x12. But who am I to say?
Shut up.
That's like what he yells.
Jesus.
Whenever you open your mouth, Robin, he tells you to
shut up.
All right, and with me, it's like, sick of your fat ass.
Thank you. Somebody with a sane, clear head.
Eric, what do you want to say?
I wanted to ask Artie a couple questions about Friday night's show in San Francisco.
Well, I don't even know I have a show. San Francisco? You're not coming, are you?
Yes.
Your best friend is not coming? Of course he's coming.
You didn't know you have a show in San Francisco?
I forget from day to day.
When is
it? Someone pushed me in front of a microphone in Schenectady last week.
When is the show?
It is Friday night at the Masonic Auditorium in San Francisco. I'll be there with Levy and Sal. Friday night.
And Eric is going?
Eric, I know you live in that part of the country, so are we going to be graced with your presence?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Well, what do you want to know from me?
Well, one of the things I wanted to know was what time does this show start?
I have no idea.
Wouldn't that
Why
say?
don't you know?
Wouldn't that say on your ticket?
The tickets are being left for me at will call.
It's $35, by the way.
Right.
Is that what it costs to see you? 35?
That's what his price is.
Oh.
Usually it's 25.
So you don't know what time you go on?
It's probably like 8 o'clock, Eric.
Can't you call the theater, Eric?
Yeah, I was going to say, why don't you go on the website of the theater or call the theater? They don't know.
Bug Teddy. Teddy knows.
Right.
What
and
else?
Then, this isn't really a question, but when I go there, I'll be bringing some things for you to take back with you.
I'm not taking anything back.
Show.
I'm not taking anything back with me. FedEx it or something.
I'm not FedExing it. You can take it back.
I'm not taking anything back.
You will carry his messages.
If you take it there, Eric, it's going to be left backstage.
What are you bringing him? I'm just curious what's so important to give Artie.
Why should I ruin the surprise? It's going to be...
You know what, Eric? I got to tell you something. As a guy who has received gifts from fans and stuff, usually Artie's right. He's not going to sit there and schlep that back on a plane. It's going to be left backstage, whatever it is.
I leave my clothes in cities, and I just buy new clothes. I don't like carrying anything.
Yeah, he's got to get on a plane. He doesn't want to be lugging your stuff.
He's not going to lug your garbage, and probably 9 out of 10 chances are that this is garbage you're going to hand to him.
It is. And the only thing I have is...
Let's hear what the garbage
pack
is.
of cigarettes.
What is the garbage?
Well, then I'll hand it to Sal or something.
No, Sal's not good. What is it?
I don't really want to ruin it.
It's all right. Ruin the surprise. I'm giving you
Ruin it.
permission.
Does it say
I
JFSC
guarantee
on
it's
it?
going to be ridiculous. What is it?
8x10 autograph photo for each of you.
Oh, of you?
Oh, well, that's true.
Maybe Artie could
Artie,
carry
bring
that.
those back.
You know what? Because he's so nice with the autograph picture, it's going to be 8 p.m.
Oh,
It's Artie's show.
8 p.m. is the show.
8 p.m. Masonic
How did you know
Auditorium,
that, Fred?
San Francisco.
I used a little thing that Eric might be familiar with called the Internet.
Yeah, you went right on there.
Yeah, I went to the Masonic Center. It's right there.
I didn't think the show was as big in San Francisco, but
Of course it was.
there's like 3,500 tickets sold out of like 4. It's close to sold out actually. So Eric, you better get your tickets soon.
They'll be waiting at will call for me. Sequoia has set it up.
Not unless I make a phone call.
All right. Thank you, Eric, and good luck with your trip to San Francisco to see Artie.
Good luck getting in.
Check out my store at
Bye.
AFSC.TV.
Take care of yourself, Eric.
/ETA.
Can't wait for Friday.
All right. Bye-bye. There he is.
Go for yourself.
All right. Where were we?
I can't wait for Eric. Can't wait to see that kid. You know, I've never seen him in person.
All right, let's take one more call before we go. Eric the Midget, you're on the wrap-up show.
Good morning. I'm calling because tomorrow...
Eric, you're on. If you could speak up, you're on right now.
I'm here, Gary.
Okay, just speak up. I can hear him. You can hear him?
I was saying that tomorrow is the 6th
John, do we have any? We going to get the plugs in time? I can definitely hear him. You can. All right, I'm sorry, Eric. Go. Real quick, Eric.
Okay, tomorrow is the 6th year mark of me being a part of this show.
6 years? Yeah. Wow, hold on. Let me go circle my calendar. Jesus Christ. What kind of megalomaniac are you that you think anybody gives a shit? You've been on the show for 6 years. 6 years ago, I started with DialDancer.com.
And you can go there for information about bachelor parties and anything like that.
I wonder if he was on hold all day and Howard didn't take the call because of that.
6 years ago was Artie's 1-year anniversary on the show.
That's right.
That's not why I called in. They showed it.
6 years ago, 2002, it was the 1-year anniversary of 9/11 too.
All right, well, Eric, thank you for calling in. Congratulations on your anniversary. Gary, anything you want to plug?
No, I think Eric said it all.
All right, thank you for listening to the wrap-up show on Howard 100 and Howard 101.
Good morning. I was calling in to see if you guys opened the photos that I sent with Artie.
Oh, did you meet Eric the Midget, Artie? You haven't mentioned it.
Well, yeah, he was at my show Friday night in San Francisco, and he was sitting. Oh, there we are.
There's a picture of the two of you, and I got to say, Artie, you look good.
And he's smiling.
Yeah, and Eric's happy to see you. I thought Eric and you were enemies.
Well, Eric is a pussycat in real life. I learned
Is he?
that.
Yeah.
And very nice guy. He was at the show, sitting in the front row with his. Who was that guy, Eric? You're like some sort of handler or nurse or something?
That's my roommate who, helps me with everything that I need to have help with.
Yeah, he was a nice guy. Really nice guy.
It's weird. You know, we saw a picture about 2 weeks ago of Eric the Midget with a snake.
Yes.
And the snake looked like he was going to eat Eric the Midget. And this one, Artie looks like he's going to eat Eric the Midget.
Artie looks like he's about to have a snack.
I was just to eat Eric whole.
See that position I'm in? I was in it for like about 2 hours after that. I couldn't get up.
That's a great picture. I'm going to put that up on the website, Eric.
I
of
love
you and
that
Artie.
picture.
I was wondering if it would be at all possible for me to use that as one of the 8x10.
No.
Well, that's between you and Artie.
No, of course it is, Eric. Go ahead, yeah.
Artie says okay?
You're now selling this picture?
Yeah, I was going to sell it as one of the 8x10s that I autographed.
Of you and Artie together.
Right.
Well, isn't that nice?
Go
well,
ahead, Eric. And he was
now,
in the
Eric,
front row.
it sounds like you and Artie are friends now. I mean, you used to always call him fat and this and that. Now it sounds like you guys are good buddies.
Right.
Are you not going to be yelling at Artie anymore?
He would have to take a jab at me first before I would take one at him.
When you met Artie, at first was it awkward because of the bad blood between the two of you?
No, not really.
Yeah, it was rather, he was very civil.
Yeah. And were you impressed with Artie? I mean, to meet a superstar up close, all of a sudden things change, doesn't it?
I enjoyed being there and seeing his comedy act. And
were you able to laugh at his comedy act, even though he has made fun of you in the past?
Yeah, I laughed quite a bit.
Good.
Did he refer to you from the stage?
Were you laughing so hard you shit pants?
Oh, stop.
No, I did not.
Well, and did Artie give you a shout-out, as they call it, from the stage?
Yeah.
He did. That you must have liked.
Right.
Did you stand for the...
Someone says Eric was booed by the crowd. Is that true?
Shut up, Robin.
Was Eric booed by the crowd, Artie?
At first they booed him, yeah.
Really?
And then they came around, though, I think. At the end of my set, I gave Eric the mic, and they were booing excessively. And then they finally calmed down and let Eric speak, and then he just plugged that he'll be at the Erotic Exotic Ball next month.
Somebody told me that Eric revealed at Artie's show that he goes to beauty school to get his hair dyed. Is that true? Do you know that?
I didn't hear that. Someone must have heard it backstage.
Is that true, Eric? I heard a rumor.
I didn't reveal that at the show.
But is it true?
I don't get my hair dyed there, no. I only cut.
Oh, cut at the beauty school. All right, very good.
Yeah,
All right, Eric, today is not one of those days where I have time for a long conversation. I've got Bigfoot, who's been waiting in the green room with porn star Angelique Morgan. They're going to play Password for money, and so I'm going to need to move along. But thank you, Eric.
Well, 1 minute. I want to know if you guys got the pictures yet, and if you've opened them.
I don't know about it.
Eric gave me an envelope with pictures, and I left it for the maid.
You mean?
Oh, this was the package you were supposed to bring back?
Eric, who told you that you should never give anything to Artie because Artie will never remember to bring it with him? I told you that. And sure enough, look what's happened. The package you gave Artie is laying in a hotel room somewhere.
Actually, I'm busting balls. I did take it home, but because it was small, it was smart. He put it in an envelope-sized thing. But I'll tell you what, I thought it was in my bag. I don't know where it is.
All right. So, Eric,
I have it home.
That's probably the worst messenger service. The Artie messenger service is never any good.
I have people, Eric. You should have given it to my people.
So to answer your question, I did not see your pictures. Thank you.
Well,
I warned you.
can someone let me know if you guys...
Yes, thank you very much. Okay. All right, when we come back, I'm going to bring in Bigfoot here. He's going to play Password. I told him I had limited time, but he won't take no for
He
it.
doesn't care.
It was exciting.
Yeah.
It was exciting for me to meet Eric.
You did like meeting Eric.
Yes.
You look very happy to meet Eric.
Eric is, he's a pussycat, that guy.
Did you shake his hand? Did you guys hug?
I shook
What
his
happened?
hand.
Did you put him on your lap?
No, he looked pretty secure in the chair.
All right.
And he was with a guy, his roommate, who...
Fair enough.
I don't know this for sure.
Okay.
Seemed visibly drunk.
But you don't know that.
I don't know that.
All right.
But, so you're not going to be on Eric's case anymore either. You're now friendly with Eric.
Oh, no, I'd love to get on his case.
No, Artie will get on his case, I'm sure.
You know, you give Eric life.
Eric the Midget.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You give him life. You're such a good person.
I am. You know, Eric, Blue is right. I give you life. Do you understand that expression, what she's saying? I give you life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you appreciate that?
You appreciate that I give you life?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you get every one of the Rat Packers you do for them.
Right.
And I love you for that.
Well, thank you, Blue. And Blue, enjoy your time in New York. I know you're from Los Angeles. You're in the California area.
How long will you be here?
How long will you be visiting this fine state of New York?
Till Wednesday.
Till Wednesday. And what is your agenda?
I would make some prank calls.
You can do some with Richard and Sal?
Yeah.
Calls? Good,
The
yeah.
Jack and Rod show.
All right, good. All right. Will you be speaking at the UN? I understand.
No.
No?
Are you
Okay.
here for the signatories?
I'm going to be doing a 3-act play called Blue Moon and Rejoice, the 3 comedians.
All right.
And we've got a producer and a director
Well, it
and a
sounds
money
great.
person.
Well, let me thank you for stopping by, and I wish you good health.
How come you don't pick up my calls?
What?
I call you, you don't pick them up.
I don't have a phone where I pick up calls. I don't. You're calling the show, and they record them, and that's it. There's no phone. I don't sit by a phone and pick it up. You know, I got a life. I'm not Gandy. I'm not blogging all day.
Yeah.
For the same reason I don't pick up your calls.
Have you ever met Mr. Flint? Have you ever met him in person?
Yeah.
You did. You worked for his company, and he...
No, I met him before that.
You did.
I have his screenplay.
I don't recall that.
All right, very good. All right. Well, anyway, we're going to be back, right? Eric, did you have anything you wanted to add?
I just wanted to know if Artie brought in the package of...
No.
We'll never see them, Eric.
I forgot again.
Eric, what did I tell you when you told me you wanted Artie to bring in pictures here for you? I told you the guy is irresponsible. He can't do it. The man's an ex-heroin addict.
Yeah.
And I use the word ex, like not really knowing what's going
No,
on.
honestly, I'm a current heroin addict.
Are you?
No. Well, I mean, they say you always are.
You're always an addict.
You're always an addict.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
It's going to go on the rest of your life.
Yeah, isn't that great?
You'll be able to say that forever.
I quit smoking because I thought if I'm ever on a desert isle, I'll go crazy without a cigarette.
Right.
So I quit.
Yeah,
Year
so
and a half.
You quit under the reasoning that in case you're ever on a desert island.
Right.
Okay.
So you're delusional.
Yeah.
All right. Eric, listen, I told you if you gave Artie pictures, they will get lost in the abyss that is Artie's bag.
They are somewhere in my apartment, but
Where they are, you don't know.
Also, a laptop computer and an iPhone are there too, and I cannot find them.
Eric, listen to me next time, okay? All right.
Artie, could you please try to find them by Thursday?
No, he's not going to find them,
Yeah, that'll
Eric.
be the first thing I do. I'll go home, and before I order raviolis from uptown, I will look for your pictures.
I told Eric, don't give Artie anything. I told him.
He didn't listen.
And he wouldn't listen. All right, Eric, thank you. Blue Iris, you're a doll. Oh. Hey, Eric, I dropped your call because you didn't say anything.
I
Eric?
didn't say anything because I was being polite, letting idiots finish their conversation conversation.
No, I guess that
You're
went out
not
the
going to
window.
say anything. The person don't pick up their line till you're done arguing with each other.
I just want to say one quick thing.
So he's being polite now.
Rolling Stone magazine, the new issue just came out with Barack Obama on the cover. It is so weird because I've been reading Rolling Stone since I'm 18 years old. And it used to be a bigger magazine, and it wasn't a glossy. Now it looks like GQ, right? It's the new.
I told you that yesterday. That was one of my news stories.
Yeah, Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stone has cut itself down to the size of every other magazine.
Yeah, to save money, and it's weird because it doesn't look like Rolling Stone anymore.
Right, it doesn't distinguish itself anymore on the newsstand like it did.
It stopped looking like Rolling Stone when they put NSYNC on the cover.
Good point. All right,
they
quickly.
said we might as well shrink it. We're putting NSYNC on the cover.
Eric, I've got 1 minute exactly. I got to get to break, and I got to get to Colin Quinn. So go ahead.
Did you hear a word of what I just said?
What'd you say?
I said, what if you pick up my line?
All right. All right. Goodbye. All right. Let's take a break. We'll be back right after these words. He's right. Go ahead. All right. So first of all, Eric the Midget. There was a huge discussion about all the super fans. It was Jimmy Kimmel, Jillian Barberie, Jeff Probst. Oh, there's a picture from it. And they were at Nobu. They did the whole show from Nobu. Natalie Maines. And they did a whole discussion on Eric the Midget. And, boy, it was funny as hell.
Really?
Yeah.
No, if it wasn't, I'm not in a good mood.
Why?
What happened?
That Jillian had no right to say what she said.
What offended you? What offended you?
Calling the girl that I was with a whore when she doesn't even know her at all.
What girl?
I didn't hear that part. What did she say?
She said...
Oh, the whore. Yeah, from the Bunny Ranch. That's a whore.
She is a whore.
She said it in a mean, spiteful way.
How do you say whore sweetly?
Oh, you mean that offended? I thought you were talking about when Jimmy Kimmel and Natalie were talking about how Eric got laid.
Uh-huh.
And Jimmy was talking about, Natalie goes, do you ever visualize what it's like when Eric would be having sex? Have you put that picture in your head yet? And Jimmy goes, of course. He goes, I picture it like a deflated soccer ball. Wait, I'll play it.
I picture him on top of a girl going, I'm in you.
I see Natalie's career deflating.
Oh, well,
he's on fire.
Here's a clip.
How was it seeing Ralph? Have you and Ralph...
Wait, that's not the clip. Hold on. I'll find it. Maybe I could find it.
Sounds like Eric did the sound for
Maybe this is it.
How excited were you to hear about Eric the Midget losing his virginity?
Oh, it was almost as if I'd lost my virginity over again. I was so excited for him. I'm not positive that I believe it completely, but because Eric does have a tendency to make things up, but he was at a whorehouse, so it's not out of the realm of possibility.
And he certainly had a lot of details.
I would love to. Oh boy, that's the shape I would like.
Totally. Have you? I've visualized it in my head. Have you?
Oh, of course.
And that's so wrong.
It's like, I would think it's like a damaged volleyball or something,
I was going to say it's kind of like those beach balls that they bounce around at a concert or a festival. Like, don't you just see them sort of passing them around and just real...
And the nozzle comes out, and then suddenly... And I was wondering also, do you guys know what's going on with the Eric the Midget real doll?
They said you're like a beach ball you pass around at the beach. I thought you got pissed at that.
That was another comment that pissed me off, too.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you took a beating.
Did you hear when they called you off?
Yeah, and then some of the people, I forget who was who, but some of the people think you're a waste of time, and Jillian doesn't even want to hear you on the air.
Ooh.
Jillian goes,
I don't want to ever hear that.
Jillian was like, I don't even get the whole Eric the Midget thing. Like, why?
Really?
She goes, when he comes on, I turn off the radio. Oh, Eric was getting slammed by Jillian.
Wow. Because Jillian's such a fan.
Yeah, but she said the one thing she hates is Eric the Midget.
Wow.
Anyway, so Eric the Midget took a pretty good pounding on that show, too. Hey, Eric, I couldn't talk to you before. What is it you want to say? I guess you have a rebuttal.
Well, I don't know what the hell her problem is. I never had anything for her to begin with, and she just starts off on me. Now it's on my list big time.
Who are you upset with, Jillian Barberie?
Jillian, and then, of course, your fat, chubby-ass, unfriendly or unfunny little friend, Jimmy Kimmel.
What did he do?
calling me a deflated beach ball or whatever he called me.
He said that you having, Eric announced that he lost his virginity over at the Bunny Ranch. And Jimmy and Natalie.
And by the way, Jimmy, FYI, it was all true, you stupid sack of shit.
He also implied that he didn't know how true it was.
Yeah, well, Eric, in fact, Eric in 2 weeks, I think, is coming in here with his 2 hookers that he has. That's what I heard. Is that true, Eric?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
You're going to be in our studios?
Eric's flying in.
If you want, bring Ed Torian in.
Okay, we will. Then we'll settle
a lie detector?
Yep, he'll take a lie detector.
Did you ever call Eric the Midget?
Johnny had nothing else to do with it either. By the way, SFN retards.
You're saying you got these girls on your own?
Yes, it was set up between Dennis Hoff, myself, and Rich. That was it.
Well, anyway, Eric was upset for a couple of reasons. Jimmy Kimmel on the Superfan Celebrity Roundtable version 1 said that when he envisioned...
Please don't have a version 2. At least leave Jimmy and Natalie and Jillian out of it. The other 3 were cool.
Well, what they were envisioning Eric to look like is if someone deflated a volleyball or a beach ball.
Passing it around.
And passing it around.
Yeah.
As if Eric was just a deflated ball that people could just pick up and throw around. And I guess Natalie went along with it, too. And I don't know what Jillian said about Eric. Oh, Jillian just doesn't like Eric on the air. She doesn't get it.
She's a flat-out airheaded...
Well, she says when you call in, she turns off, and she says, I'm a super fan, and I just can't stand Eric.
Yeah, this system not only shrunk her weight, it shrunk her brain.
She said Jillian's exact quote was, when she hears Eric, she wants to drive off the road.
Ralph.
Go ahead. No one will miss you.
I like when Eric's on the attack like this. Thanks, Beach Ball.
Ralph, what's on your mind?
I got to agree with Eric. Jimmy's an But he was right about one thing. Chevy was really inappropriate. It really wasn't funny, and he was dressed worse than Artie, if that's possible. He had jeans on.
Don't change the subject, Ralph.
But you know what? Jimmy's an ass, and he had his chance, and he had a chance to be nice, and he wasn't, and he's just mad. I couldn't care less.
What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Jimmy's an ass. Saying.
Why is Jimmy an ass?
He's got a two-faced personality to him.
Exactly.
Really? Ralph, what do you say?
Well, first of all, listen, he has Eric
Holy
on his...
crap, I'm agreeing with Ralph.
Yeah, it's the worst day
It's a
ever.
bad day.
He has Eric on his show. He's all nice to him, then he bashes him on the air. You know, and Jimmy's just mad at me because I point out how he rips you off.
First of all, Jimmy is the biggest Eric the Midget fan out there.
Yeah, that's why he trashed him the next day.
He didn't trash him. He just said the guy looks like a deflated beach ball. He's,
And that's why I'm sure Disney would really appreciate on his MySpace page him posting a campaign to get the Eric the Real Doll done.
Come on, the Eric the Real Doll is going to catapult you into a whole nother region of fame.
You know what? I'm on thin ice already with my family. I don't want that thing to come out.
Are you kidding? Your family? What do they got to do with it? You're a grown man. You're 35 years old.
They're pissed with the trip I took.
What, to the whorehouse?
Yes.
You're a grown midget.
I don't care. That's what I tell them. They're hard-headed.
You're a fully grown
What are they saying
midget.
to you? What is your family saying?
They want to kick myself and my roommate out of this house that they own.
That's playing hardball.
Did you explain to them that you finally got laid, that you're a grown man, and that you wanted to have... Did you explain that to them?
Yeah, I did.
They don't get
What
that?
did they say you're supposed to do? Wait for some nice girl?
No, honestly, man. I mean, what's with his family?
That or
Not only that, he didn't ask to be a midget. And this is his one chance at happiness, and they're going to with that?
Did you show your dad the chick's picture?
No, but I mean, seriously.
Any man would understand that.
What did they say? Stay what?
Well, I said, what, their other thought, maybe what, for me to stay a virgin my whole life?
Oh.
Yeah, that'd be great. No, your family's out of line. You didn't do anything wrong.
A beach ball virgin.
Did they call up and just start yelling at you?
No, I informed them because of the fact of I didn't want them to read it secondhand online.
Where are your parents going to go online and read about you getting laid?
Yeah, keep your mouth shut, Dolly.
Is that how they check up on you?
His parents are Mutt and his wife.
Eric, never tell you.
They go to Mark's website.
They go to Mark's friggin'?
Yeah.
What are they, super fans?
No, they just want to check up and see what I'm doing.
Well, just say it was a bit. Don't even tell them.
Or why not ask you? You're there.
Right. You're in the house.
Call up and say, how you doing?
Wow. I don't know, man. I'm just...
Oh, trust me, my roommate and I are not too happy. We're trying to look for our own way out of this.
You're trying to move out?
Yeah, possibly.
You need money to do that?
What did your parents say when you told them you were at the whorehouse?
They just didn't like it, and I was like, so what?
What'd they say?
They just think that I'm starting to become an embarrassment to the family.
Starting.
You've always been an embarrassment to that family.
Oh, shut up, big nose.
You're a filthy-mouthed, evil midget.
We're trying to help you here, and you're bad-mouthing us. We're on your side, man.
Eric was stellar before.
What is it, Gary?
Shockingly, for the first time in ages, I actually feel sorry for Eric on a couple levels. First of all,
not me.
The guys, listen. His family's got to understand that it's very difficult for him to meet women,
right?
And they got to understand that the guy, no matter what height and shape and everything, that a guy's got needs.
Yeah, he's finally.
And the other thing is, he's like a man-child because he's very independent, except he can't. He's totally tied to them.
And I met his roommate. His roommate ain't no young Warren Beatty either. He's not going to get anywhere being that wingman.
Eric, would your parents ever really put you out on the street?
I certainly hope not.
They would. Actually, they wouldn't.
Just do whatever you want.
Threaten it, though.
You want to know what, though, Eric? Your parents ain't going to throw you out. Take a look at you. There's no way they'd be heartless like that.
Everything. Do drugs. Get drunk. Fuck black chicks.
Is that
what is that?
At the bottom?
What are you talking about?
If he starts drinking, Sal said, we know what it can lead.
You know what? There's something wrong with you. You're going out handing out hundreds, and you're off the wall.
I'm up money.
Hey, speaking of that, Artie, could you hand Jason my 300 so I can get that from him this week?
Yeah, sorry. Jimmy Kimmel told me not to.
You know, Eric, if your parents kick you out, you could live in Sam Simon's doghouse. Let me tell you, that's really nice.
You can live in that retreat up there, Valerie.
Right. Hey, Eric, well, I hope that works out, man, but I'll tell you what. You know, I don't think anybody's throwing you out. Although you'd make a mint as a panhandler.
Now,
you could always
you know what? Eric wanted to go back to the ranch. He had an open invitation. So now what does he do?
It doesn't matter what they say. I am going back.
You are.
Of course he is. He got a scent of it.
Midget.
He got a whiff of
When are you going back?
Well, I've been invited back for Dennis's birthday.
When is that?
I think it's the weekend of the 8th.
Mom!
November 8th?
Yeah, they're not completely sure because certain people, it kind of hinges on who can show up and who can't.
I bet the girls can't wait to see you again.
Can you send a camera, Howard?
Yeah, we got to get it.
A lot of them definitely enjoyed having me up there.
I bet.
Oh, God, they must love crack.
Don't get nutty, Eric. I mean, really.
Have you told your parents you're going back?
No.
Oh, you gonna?
Not yet.
Mark Strigan's going to tell them today.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to tell them?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be a comfortable conversation.
Hey, Howard, I always forget. Eric, how old are you again?
31.
33.
Oh, 31.
It's going to suck when you're on cam with a dumpster in the background.
Robin.
I said 33. Okay.
Oh, I thought I heard you say 31.
I thought you were 35.
I thought it was 31.
Who gives a shit? He's not 3 years old. It's fascinating.
Eric, I'm sorry, but I do have to make the Eric Real doll. They even voted on Superfan Roundtable.
Everybody wanted the Eric Real doll?
We're going to fish out of it.
Right.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah, you're going to be getting a lot of...
I can't wait.
Yeah, but it's only a doll. Don't get all uptight.
It's actually only half a doll.
Yeah, it's only a doll that looks like you that we're going to fake.
Hey, what if I get that guy from Mark's Friggin' to say that Eric's going to the library? Instead of saying, like in code, instead of saying to a whorehouse, say he's going to the library today.
Eric really likes the library a lot. He's going to be visiting often.
You want me to make a plea for that, Eric?
Sure, that will work.
Okay. Hey, Mark from Mark's Friggin', cut a guy a break. He's getting a lot of shit from his family. If you could just write library, we'll all know it's whorehouse.
Right.
Who knew that the family was checking out Mark's Friggin' to figure out what Eric is up to?
Yeah, say he's going to the library to whore.
And I want even those animals on SFN who hate my guts, I wanted to say, give Eric a break and just write library.
But they're not going to listen to you now.
Who's going to believe that? He went to the library.
Exactly,
Do you
his
think
family.
his parents aren't going to know the code?
No, they don't know anything.
Tell him he went to an A's game. Oh, wait, it's October. The A's don't play in October.
No, but for the whores, you go like...
The Yankees aren't playing either.
26 rings.
Fat ass.
Eric...
9 rings, so we're right behind you.
Yeah, right.
Eric finished 5 books this weekend. Instead of girls, you say books. Girls are books and libraries whorehouse.
Yeah, the A's are right behind the Yankees. Like you're right behind Larry Bird in height, you dick face.
Last week, Eric would have said he read 2 books.
Right.
And they charged him.
And then the book vomited.
Book picked him up and put him on the bed.
I know the dude from Mark's Friggin' has, like, unbelievable rules about what he does.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but if he could make an exception on this, that would be very nice.
Give a midget a break.
I bet he won't do it.
Because I know Mark Friggin', and he's a nice guy. We tried to get him to write some stuff for the website. He didn't like his words being abbreviated, even.
Wow.
He's got a whole thing going. He's just like, I'd rather...
So you don't think he's going to accept a code?
Yeah, we were going to give him, like, a job to write the howardstern.com, and he was like, but you guys edit my stuff. And we're like, well, yeah, I mean, it's a little lengthy.
Have you ever met Mark Friggin? Looks like Bernard Getz.
Does he?
Yeah. He's an odd-looking guy. He's a nice guy.
What are you talking about? Bernard Getz is a handsome dude. But I don't know Mark personally, but I know, I know what he does, and I admire his abilities.
He's been in the JFSC before. He's cool.
All right.
Nobody cares.
Well, he's going to help you out, I think.
JFSC right now is not too cool, and I left it.
You're gone with it?
For a while.
What happened?
Did they put in a height requirement?
No, come on. What happened?
2 of the mods are being a little over jealous or something. They booted out one of the Bunny Ranch girls and banned her, and then kicked out Rich earlier, too.
Oh,
but
he's defending his turf.
But you are the JFSC. Without you, there really isn't much to it.
Johnny and I, but the 2 lead mods are on a little power trip right now.
The 2 lead what?
Monitors.
Oh.
You see, they got moderators on there, right?
Mods. Okay.
Mods who, like, kick people out. But I thought Eric was in charge of kicking people out of his website. But it turns out the moderators are, and they kicked off one of his girlfriends from the Bunny Ranch.
I kick out a lot of people, too. But these 2 have the power to ban people out and other stuff like that.
Why would they kick off a chick from the Bunny Ranch?
I don't know. Johnny's not too happy about it either.
Wasn't it his site?
Isn't it called the Johnny Frado Social Club, JFSC?
Yeah, it's the tech person that's doing it that created the whole thing for Johnny.
Did those girls break Stickum rules? What is that when you go, they broke the Stickum rules?
Oh, no. They didn't show any nudity or anything like that. That's the main Stickum rule that we have to stick by.
What's Stickum?
The company that gives us access to the chat.
It's the whole world that I'm sucked into. You see, I know that Jillian tuned out 10 minutes ago, but I got to tell you, I'm fascinated. This guy's on a website. It's JFSC. It's named after Johnny. Johnny and Eric leave. Eric's got the only show on there.
I don't know if Johnny particularly left, but he definitely wasn't happy when I was talking to him about what they were doing.
All right.
Well, at least girls know that if they sleep with Eric, he will defend their honor to the death.
Yeah, ladies, get ready to spread those legs. Eric's going to be out there again on November 8th. He's going to be out there to few hard.
Yeah, he'll even be homeless.
You can hear the girls running out now.
They're ready to...
Like the Munster Mobile.
Yeah.
Like, you go over to that Bunny Ranch and, like, all of a sudden you hear the cars...
All the girls are taking vacation.
I wanted to fish chick, but she told me she has AIDS.
None of them have that there. They're all clean.
Right, they'd be lying to you.
They're already saying they're lying not to get out of having to.
They are all clean.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. All right, Eric. Well, I wish you luck with all your controversies, including your family, including your feud now with Jillian Barberie, Natalie Maines, and Jimmy Kimmel.
Does your gutter have Wi-Fi? You're going to be in it soon.
Can you get that on the street?
The other 3 celebrities real cool. I definitely don't have any problems with them.
All right, Eric. Thank you. All right, Ralph, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Oh, Ralph, shut up.
Shut up. Just say bye for now, Eric.
Bye for now.
All right. Thank you.
That sucked. You can't even do your tagline, right?
You do it.
Bye for now.
Have I talked like that once in this call?
No.
No, Eric,
Okay.
I don't have to defend you there.
Thank you. Wow.
A lot of controversy.
Yeah.
We know a lot of dickheads.
How to bring you that. All right. Here in Sacramento.
This is for Halloween.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, what's up, Fat?
Red Ron! Oh, shut up, fat fuck.
That's a term of affection.
All right, Eric, quickly. Go ahead.
I
I'm
can't wait for you to come in here.
trying to get through some phone calls.
Well, the main reason I called is because of the fact that, that guy that got me involved with the strippers and hustler ball and the exotic erotic ball, I quit on doing the shit with him.
All right.
What do we
gotta
care
go.
about that,
All right,
Eric?
Thank you.
Bye,
You know what?
Eric.
I actually saw a clip this morning that somebody forwarded me. I guess Eric was at one of these exotic erotic balls.
Right.
Somebody hired him to go. Some dude is there who makes paintings with his penis.
Oh, boy.
He stands there naked, and he paints Eric the Midget on a big canvas.
That's one of the reasons why I quit.
Really? I thought the guy was talented.
Do they look like the
they
people
did
he's
that
painting?
without asking me if they could do it.
They don't have to ask you.
Plus, they did a couple other things. The Chris Butner that knows some of your staff members, that idiot told me to shut up on the phone once. I'm not working for a jackass like that.
I got
Your
it.
staff thinks he's great.
I don't know who you're talking about, but anyway, here is the picture.
Where's
I
the painting?
I actually had Jason printed out, but I don't see it here. I got so many papers.
I was going to say, you get all this stuff printed out, and then you can't find it.
Let's see, Eric the Midget. Oh, here it is. This is where you can see it on the web. It's a WW. It's one of these WWs that goes on for a month. But I guess if you go to exoticeroticball.com, you can link to it. And
Penis painter.
Yeah, it looks really painful. Like the guy he holds his penis like a paintbrush.
Yeah.
And he dips it in paint. And
So he's not using a brush. The
No.
penis is actually the brush.
right. His name is Picasso, I think. But anyway, this guy really...
Wait. You're not getting it. Picasso the painter.
I know.
Picasso. I'm not going to come out with these gems if you guys are going to goof on
And
them.
what about on Farticus? You didn't like that either.
Now, here's the picture. And there's the guy who paints it. Seriously, the guy painted the whole thing with his cock.
Oh.
Look at that.
Let me see.
Looks like
Does it
Eric.
look
Let me see you
like,
do that.
Oh, it's not bad for painting with... Oh, he's built. With
Rob
your
will
penis.
paint with his cock.
Yeah, the guy actually takes it as a paintbrush, and it looks painful as hell because I can imagine it
And
gets
dipping
irritated.
in the paint.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You want another guy, Robin? Look at you.
What, the Picasso guy? Picasso?
Oh, you'd have to go to Australia to get that idiot.
He's from Australia? I love an Aussie accent.
Yeah.
I'm dating Picasso.
Dating an artist.
There it is. All right, Eric, thank you.
I blow Picasso.
Thank you for the call.
I quit that show because
Take care, man. We
PR guy.
call in tomorrow.
Prick.
What's that?
The PR guy that works for them is a prick and a real.
Okay.
Okay. Look at this. Eric the Midget won't come to New York City if you don't pick up his call. Good, I won't pick up his call.
Oh, my goodness. Always
It's a-
with the threats.
He's a little terrorist. I'm not picking up his call just for that.
Who does he think he is? Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
William Ayers.
Won't come to New York City if you don't pick up his call.
And how will that hurt us?
No, who gives a shit? Don't come. Off.
I thought it'd be fun for him.
I would have picked up, but I don't want to be threatened.
Right.
You threaten me and I get my back up.
What is he so busy with today that he needs to be taken care of first thing?
Well, see, now you're getting sucked into the Eric vortex. You have like, I need to speak to
Yeah,
Eric.
what is going on
Yeah,
over there?
no. Eric, I'm not picking up on you if you're listening because you don't threaten me. You know, you don't want to come, don't come. Then you'll never see your little girlfriend again. This little whore from...
Oh, that's right. The girls were coming, right?
Yeah, the Bunny Ranch chicks are coming. And I might have even had a surprise for him when he came in. But now I'm not doing it.
None of it will happen.
Don't come in. You're not welcome.
It's Howard 100 News follow-up.
Howard 100 News follow-up.
I was trying to tell them that Johnny and his girlfriend had their baby last night at 12:20 a.m.
Mazel tov, Johnny. That's Johnny's right-hand man, Eric the Midget. And Eric put a scare into a lot of people. Eric was waiting patiently to talk to Howard. But in the section where it says comments for what the caller wants to talk about, it was written that Eric said, if you do not pick up on me, I am not coming on the show in November. Howard said him and hung up. What was so important that Eric was willing to blow off the show for it? Well, he needed to announce that Johnny and his girlfriend just had a baby boy. Are you going to be like the godfather of the kid or something?
I don't know. Johnny hasn't said anything about that yet.
Why did you threaten Howard, Eric, by saying you're not going to come on the show if he doesn't take your call?
Yeah, that was kind of a joke.
Oh, okay. So you're still going to come to New York, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because we got worried.
That was a joke.
Are you excited about this visit?
Yeah.
You sound a little nervous there.
Well, you know, first visit in to see the show and studio and everything.
Could anything happen while you're here to get you to leave the show in disgust and anger?
Well, I guess as long as Sal and Rich heard, if they come up to me, they like come up to me fully clothed.
Yeah. I would agree with that, and I would make that same stipulation if I were you.
Right.
For Howard 100 News, Shuli saying shalom for now.
I'll be a servant there. I just want to look at him.
At Eric?
Yeah.
Could we charge?
He's amazing. I just would like to sit there and look at him the whole time he's there.
That'll be
Maybe we should have a viewing audience for Eric.
Yeah, like Barnum and Bailey.
Unveil him, put a
I tell you what, John.
put a cover over.
Witness the freak.
Let me think about that.
Play some very dramatic music and then lift the cover.
The eighth wonder of the world. Kong.
Let me
Mini Kong.
let me think about that because
you're crazy, Denham.
You know, I got to decide whether I want an audience in here for that or not. But I'll tell you what.
I'll sit in the corner in a chair. I won't even say a word.
All right, I'll put you on a list. Hold on, okay?
Thanks.
Gary, write down this guy John's name if we're going to have some people to view Eric the Midget when he comes in.
Is he still coming? He was not coming because you wouldn't pick up.
No, he's coming. He claimed that was a joke yesterday.
Oh, he's joking.
Good one.
When did he get a sense of humor?
Never.
Sarcasm. He thinks you're hurting his whore.
Yes, Eric.
Good morning.
Good morning.
One thing I wanted to say was yesterday, Johnny and his girlfriend had their baby boy. It was 6 pounds, 8 ounces at 12:20 a.m.
All right.
Congratulations to them.
To Johnny.
And also,
boring.
You better not even think of putting a gallery in there to be there while I'm there.
A gallery?
A gallery of people to watch.
To view you.
That I'm not dealing with that shit.
You know what we could do? Yeah. Don't we still have that access to that window by the front lobby?
Yeah.
We could just open the curtain a little bit.
So people could view him.
And sit him in a little chair. They can't see
because we have a glass booth.
That way they don't have to see the rest of the show. They just see him.
What's
I'm
the
not
difference?
a fucking freak show, you idiot.
Put him in a little, like throne.
You're a freak and you're on a show. Technically, it's...
In other words, you feel by people coming in to meet you that you're a freak?
I'm not there for people to sit there and stare at me like a freak on display.
What do you think people show up to those appearances for?
Yeah, I mean, you appear everywhere.
Right.
Why do you think they want a picture?
Dude, your roommate stares at you.
I mean, what are you talking about?
Your parents probably stare at you.
Here again, you're a guy who goes out, does signings, you do appearances.
You sell pictures.
You sell pictures of yourself.
Of me.
And then you don't want people looking at you?
Why do you think they're looking at you? It's not because you look like Brad Pitt.
Yeah, they look
Neither
at
do you, jackass.
they look
Shut
at
up.
me the same way.
Yeah, I mean, people come to look at me, too.
Right.
No, you're out of line here, and people will come, and they will look at you.
I'm not out of line. I'm not showing up for...
You're
to be
showing
put
up,
on
and you'll
display like
show
that.
up, and you'll be viewed.
You were put on this earth for a reason.
When people go on American Idol, what if they say, listen, I'm not going to go up on stage and have people stare at me.
I'm no freak.
I'm
Don't
no
look at me
freak.
while I sing.
When you go and stare at Diana DeGarmo at these appearances.
You're in show business now, pal. That's all about people looking at you. Listen, I know the feeling. There are times I have to go up on stage, and I don't want people looking at me, but that's the profession I chose.
When we were at NBC, they had us in a fishbowl, and people would stand there and stare at us just like we're going to have them stare at you.
You want a career in show business, that's it. I can't stop that. You're a star.
You were chosen.
And you will be viewed.
That's not my purpose of showing up there Monday.
You will
Sorry,
be viewed.
That's not my purpose of showing up there.
Somebody wants to view you, you'll be viewed. That's all. Who cares? Being silly now.
If he doesn't want to be viewed, then why is he in that cam?
I don't know. He puts himself on a camera every day. But he didn't want to be viewed.
Right. You can't have it both ways.
Eric, you're not making any sense here.
You're delirious.
You don't want to be viewed. Turn the camera off.
Right.
What are you talking about? I don't even understand this attitude.
That is not my reason to show up there Monday.
Not to be viewed? We're going to view you.
Yes, for you guys, but not for stupid off the street to come in and view me like that.
Why do you think we want you here?
And why do you think they're stupid? Maybe they like you.
That guy was being a prick. He was not.
No, he's a
calling in
fan.
being
He's a
nice.
fan.
He loves you.
All right, Eric, you'll be here. I don't know that I want anybody in here either, but...
The decision hadn't even been made.
Right.
If it pisses him off that much, we got to have him out.
Right. Now we have to have the guy in because it irritates him.
Let's just not tell Eric.
Yeah, we just won't tell you. We'll spring him on you.
We're going to have him in later when the real doll is you, too.
Could we have the real doll, the Eric real doll here the same day?
Can we just have a head made?
Just everything to drive him nuts.
Yeah.
Real doll, people viewing.
With just the head, we could face him.
Right.
All right. Thank you for the call, Eric. All right.
Whatever.
All right. Goodbye.
Later, bozo.
When did you get back to Sacramento? Eric was just on our show. That's on Howard TV, by the way. You can see him with his whores and everything.
Hey, hang on, let me take that headset off.
Okay, no problem.
Just take your time.
Sorry about that. I was talking to my tech people.
All right.
You people?
Yes, people.
The JFSC people. One of them was with me the other day, Gina, when I was at your studio.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. There were so many people. It got confusing.
Yeah.
Well, what happened when you went back to the hotel? Did those girls do you again, or was it over pretty much?
No, it wasn't over. It just, all of us from the time change and everything and having to wake up early that morning, none of us had any energy to do much of anything that night.
So they didn't bang you again?
No, but,
There were no more appearances.
Right.
Just, the time change and everything, jet lag.
Jet lag. Let me tell you something. If you look like Richard Gere, there'd be no jet lag.
Or if he had money lining his pockets.
I think the Bunny Ranch had pretty much gotten the big appearance. They didn't need to burn those girls up and have them back in Eric's room again.
But I was mainly calling in because of, I wanted to say thank you for having me as a guest.
It was fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing, though, it was cool meeting all you guys. Oh, but wait a minute. I didn't meet all of you. Somebody with the first name Fred would not leave his little sound booth to, stand up and shake my hand and say hi to me for some reason.
I'll tell you why. He doesn't like the handicap.
No.
Oh, it settles that.
Yeah, I knew it.
Well,
He doesn't think you're handy capable.
He has fear of handicap
Absolutely.
people.
Handicapophobia.
What, were you afraid when I grab your hand to shake it, I'd try to break your fingers?
No, I was afraid that I would catch what you have.
No, why didn't you say hello to Eric, honestly?
Because that's when I'm running commercials and running... I actually have a job, Eric. I know you don't think I do, but I'm running commercials, I'm running bumpers, I'm getting things set up so when Howard is ready to come back on in a minute, he has a live commercial to read.
You mean
there are other things. There are actually things that I do.
You had no time to even just say, "Hey, Eric."
Exactly.
All right.
Well, I don't even know when they pulled him out. He's so small.
You're angry, Fred. The guy just is disappointed he didn't get to meet you.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't meet you, Eric. Although after this exchange, I'm not so sure that I would have liked it anyway.
All right.
I would have been nice to you, like I was nice to everyone else that came up.
No, I'm the only one you threatened to break my body parts.
All right. All right, you too. All right, Eric. Well, it was nice meeting you, and I know Eric is on Howard TV. His whole appearance here, Diana DeGarmo, Kurt Angle, Natalie Maines was in the studio with Eric.
And Eric, if it makes you feel any better, I didn't meet Fred till my 3rd year here.
But I liked that.
Thank you, Eric.
Eric would have been nice enough to be nice to you, Fred.
It's weird with Eric. With Eric in person, it's kind of weird because you're sitting there interviewing him, and then, like, sometimes he just doesn't even answer, or...
Yeah.
Well, he was so busy staring at Diana DeGarmo's pussy, he didn't really notice anybody.
You want to know? So I had the opposite reaction. He wasn't staring. In fact, I think Diana DeGarmo didn't even matter that much to him. He was busy concentrating on those 2 whores from the bunny ranch.
Oh, he was delusional enough to think that they really wanted him again.
No, but he knows he's going to get action off them, and he's not going to get action off Diana DeGarmo.
You never know, though.
Yeah. Eric, am I right on that?
I don't know, and also I was trying to, because I didn't know how Diana and her mom would react to me being friends with, people at the bunny ranch. So I was kind of trying to keep myself and the mutual friend that I have with her and her mom, I was trying to keep that from them, and then you spring her on me in the studio. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, well, there goes that secret out the door.
Oh.
I see. I ruined. That's funny. See, again, I blew it for him.
See, it's everybody else's fault.
Yeah, but that friendship always existed in your head, and it can still exist there. It's not a real thing, obviously. She doesn't.
Also, you guys, the week before, were building it up as if it was someone I never met before. When I've met her a couple of different
times.
So now he's putting it down.
You're putting down my big surprise? Diana DeGarmo was standing there with you and, like, really paying attention?
I didn't say hi to you. You ungrateful little bastard.
It wasn't much of a surprise. It was more of a shock than a surprise.
Oh, all right. Well, Eric, maybe someone else will surprise you today. I got to go. Bye. Eric the Midget. Listen to that kid.
You can never please him.
He's never happy.
Got that Diana DeGarmo in the room with him. And
he's got 2 whores that are banging the shit out of him. He meets Diana DeGarmo. He meets you. He meets Artie. He meets Robin. And he always wants more.
Yeah, and if there's 3...
built it up too much.
He's impossible to satisfy, that guy.
If there's 3 chicks in the room, and you'll pay attention to the 2 chicks. Let's face it.
Eric the Midget.
Hello.
Hello.
I was calling in for when Langford came on.
What do you want to say?
Well, just a couple of things about his reports the last couple of days. Like on Tuesday, he did a report, and he said that I said no comment to him. I didn't even answer his retarded call.
Steve, Eric seems to have a problem with you, and I can't make heads or tails. Something about no comment. You want to confront Eric the Midget? He says your reporting is shabby.
Well, what else is new?
He says you interviewed him about Natalie Maines, and you said he had no comment.
No, there was no interview that we did with him.
Eric?
Yeah, I know there was no interview. I didn't answer your call that day, but you still said that I had no comment.
Well, there was also some associate of yours who said that you didn't want to talk to us?
Right, there was.
Okay. Doesn't mean he didn't have a comment. He didn't want to talk to you.
Wow.
Subtlety. You seem to miss as a reporter.
Absolutely.
There's a difference.
Yes.
All right, Eric. Thanks for correcting that. Thank you.
No problem.
Boy, he tore you into it.
Boy.
A kid, man, when he wants to get on someone, he knows how to do it.
You could hear the grinding halt the show came to for miles. Hello.
Hello.
Wait, I'm talking to my tech people.
I'm really troubled with this Eric and this Dixie chick or Ditsy Clit, whatever the hell she is.
What?
You know, it's like no good deed goes unpunished. You know, this kid seemed like a nice kid, and my girls and Rich listen to you guys every day and said, can we bring him to this concert up in Reno? Do you mind spending the limo, sending him down, and doing all this stuff and housing him for the weekend? No. And it's not my fault that one of these girls got a little excited and wanted to do something with him, whether it was just something quirky or he was drinking or whatever the hell the issue was. But now these girls have turned into the bad guys, and I'm a bad guy. Sure.
Dennis, I'm not. You know,
Talk about Natalie Maines.
Yeah, I know. Eric the Midget keeps calling in. He's mad at Natalie Maines, and now Dennis is mad at Natalie Maines.
The Dixie chicks he's talking
about. And I'm getting letters from Dennis calling her a Dixie Clit, and it's like or Slit or whatever.
Poor Natalie.
I know, and I'm not sure I understand the controversy. We made the point that, look, it's a business. These girls are doing Eric because, listen, it's good for the Bunny Ranch. They get on the air. You know, we make a big deal about the Bunny Ranch. And
Eric had a good time.
And Eric had a good time. I'm not really sure what... I don't know why... Hi, Eric. I don't know why everyone is so upset.
Well, yeah, maybe I'm missing it because it wasn't. We didn't do that to get a plug or come on or anything like that.
Well, you did it because Eric's part of our show. You know about.
You wouldn't even know about him if he wasn't.
Exactly. And the girls liked him. Rich liked him. So I said, yeah, I'll spend the money, bring him up. But it had nothing to do with that. I mean, he went on later on and said something about being up here.
I don't know why everyone's getting so sensitive. I don't think Natalie said anything out of line. Eric, why are you so sensitive?
Oh, okay. I'm not the only one that was up there that weekend. They had another guy up there that was a guest of theirs that has terminal cancer. He had nothing to do with the show at all. They weren't going to get any free plugs from you guys.
Well, regardless of whether you got free plugs or not. So they did something nice for you. So what? So why is everyone all in a huff? Or a huff?
A Dennis Hoff.
A Dennis Hoff.
Right. You guys got to relax. We get it. All right, Eric.
Well, Eric.
Dennis, no big controversy. Eric, thank you.
Don't hang up on me yet.
No, I'm hanging up. I have to take a break.
It's time.
You guys are carrying
Eric was saying that this had ruined his relationship with you somehow. I don't even understand that.
The girls' feelings are hurt because they didn't do this for money. This girl didn't even want to be on the show. She didn't want any media, and her feelings are hurt. So now her and Eric got this thing going because she's like, look I was just trying to be a real person to you. You were dealt a bad deck of cards. I'm being a nice girl. We're having fun, and now I'm made to look like I'm some kind of a fraud. Like the only reason I like you is the reason.
Listen. God, come on.
Now, who knew that whores were this sensitive?
Yeah, I mean, come on. This all sounds a little bit... This sounds like you guys are getting a little bit out of line.
Well, maybe Eric's got...
Dennis, how often does Eric the Midget...
I don't know.
Hey, Dennis, how often does Eric the Midget call you looking for Pussy?
You know what? I hadn't talked to him at all until yesterday.
Right, all right. So he hasn't been calling the Bunny Ranch?
But it was... No, it hasn't called me at all. I hadn't talked to him until yesterday, and it was about this thing, because this Haley is upset...
Listen, Dennis, people might assume a hooker is having some money. Right.
Well, but she didn't get paid by me. She didn't get paid by him.
Well, all right. In this case, not. But there's also a reason why.
It was fun, and it's like she feels like, look I had some fun. I did the right thing, and now I'm being made fun of by this Dixie chick.
Come on. You're making a lot out of nothing. All right, Eric, Dennis, it's okay.
All right.
Go on with your day. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I don't think your reputation is ruined.
That doesn't sound like a very, very, really horrible thing. I mean, prove us all wrong to Eric all the time.
Or somebody that's not on the air.
And Eric, listen, as long as they won't do it, you might have to go for yourself, as I've said plenty of times.
If that girl's so in love with Eric the Midget, let her Eric every single day.
And not mention it.
Right.
That's what a girlfriend does. Well, a great girlfriend.
Seriously.
Yeah, I don't know how you cut Eric off because somebody said something about you.
So let's say Natalie Maines is the worst person in the world. Why would you cut Eric off from sex?
Why would you be angry at the guy that you were trying to be nice to?
Something tells me she just doesn't want to have sex with Eric anymore.
And this is a great excuse.
She goes, gee, Natalie Maines thinks I have you because I don't care about you. Therefore, I'm not giving you anymore. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to entertain this because it doesn't make any sense. Right. It's a silly story. If that girl at the Bunny Ranch is so into Eric, she should really invite Eric up there and have sex every single day.
What she did was a nice thing, but she wasn't planning to screw Eric for the rest of his life.
Right. All right, let's take a break, Robin. You're getting too upset. You know, it's not fair. Oh, stop it, Eric. It is fair. It's a radio show.
You gave a half hour during Sandra Bernhardt's interview yesterday for a Natalie Love Fest, but you couldn't give Dennis and I 5 minutes to back
No, it wasn't interesting. It's a silly argument. I told you, those girls, if that girl...
Is saying dumbass shit
I said,
Dennis
if the girl...
And Dennis is girls.
If the girl loved you so much...
The woman needs to fuck off.
Eric, if that girl, the prostitute, loves you so much, then why is she stopping having sex with you?
Because her feelings are hurt.
But you didn't hurt her feelings.
Using me.
You
no
didn't...
one is using me at that ranch.
Eric, you want me to... You want to talk rationally? Let's talk about what you're saying. You went to the Bunny Ranch and you banged a whore, right?
Yes.
Okay. After she banged you, Natalie Maines gets on the air and says, wow, I feel like these girls are using Eric.
Was she there? No.
All right, but
she does not have a right to have that opinion.
All right, so this
she
whore...
was not there.
The prostitute is saying, hey, guess what? Natalie Maines thinks I'm using you. Therefore, I'm never having sex with you again. Who's she punishing, Natalie Maines or you? If she said, I'm not a Natalie Maines fan anymore, I'm not going to buy any more Dixie Chicks albums.
You can understand that.
So think about the logic of your prostitute. She's just trying to get out having sex with you. If she's really into you...
No, she's not.
Yeah, why isn't she having sex with you then? To punish you for what Natalie said? Dude, this thing is illogical. You're not making sense.
I know
Why are you protecting this?
I'm not protecting anyone. I'm telling you. Natalie Maines thinks you're being used, therefore the girl's not going to give you...
I'm not being used by anyone there.
All right.
That's fine, Eric, but they're not you anymore either.
I'm not being used by anyone. If I was, I'd be the first person to admit it.
Eric, you're upset you're not getting pussy for free. You're upset. I get it. But you can't blame Natalie for that.
She is hurting the feelings of my friends.
Of your
by
prostitute.
her dumbass comments.
Look, Eric, if I get upset with Artie for something he says...
Robin doesn't withhold from me when she gets upset with Artie.
I don't take it out on Howard.
She still blows me and does everything that I like. Right. Right, Robin?
Right.
Right.
That's what you were trying to say,
I'll be sure to tell Beth that.
Go ahead. You tell her.
Hey, Eric, do you know what that girl is probably doing right now? I can't even think of how grotesque she's getting with a guy who came up with an extra...
You know, when I want your opinion is when your picture starts out selling my original picture on my site, then I'll listen to your opinion.
Hey, Eric, by the way, I really want to make a point of this. Please don't tell Beth that Robin and I have privately.
Yeah, we disclosed that to you because we were trying to explain to you what's going on.
Yeah. Please don't tell her. Eric, honestly, you're really demented.
No, I'm not.
I feel for you. I know what it's like to get pussy and then get cut off. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, you're desperate.
But to blame Natalie Maines is bizarre. Okay, I'll go through the logic one more time, and then I got to get the Beetlejuice.
Her saying what she said is like someone telling a kid there's no Santa Claus. It makes the ranch and the girls look bad.
So what? Why would she stop having sex with you then?
Does
Answer
Santa
me that.
stop giving gifts because of that?
Let's say there's no Santa Claus, okay? Does Santa... I don't believe in Santa Claus, but does that stop Santa Claus from delivering gifts? No.
I know from talking to Dennis that you've been associated with him for 14 years. You
That's
really
true.
want to with his business like that?
Wow. How does that with his business? What, that prostitutes want to have some money?
You're letting some dumbass, retarded, over-opinionated bitch make his girls look bad.
Gary, you got to get Natalie Maines on there. You got to get her on the phone with this guy and set him straight. First of all, Eric, I'm going to say it one more time and see if you can comprehend this, because you're not listening. And then I'm going to move on. Think about it. Here you are, a guy who's never gotten pussy. Suddenly, you go to the Bunny Ranch, and you have not just pussy, but an orgy. Right. You have the time of your life. These girls pick you up out of your wheelchair, lay you down on a bed. They're blowing you.
You get 2 girls at once.
I mean, for Christ's sakes, you had the most outrageous experience, and then they bring you to Manhattan and do it to you again.
You jump from J.D. to David Lee Roth,
right.
in a second.
All right, so now these girls, okay, they did it with you already. They know you're falling in love. They got to find a way out. So Natalie, you've gone pussy crazy. Then Natalie Maines comes on the air and says, gee, I think they're using Eric. Now, if a girl's into you and wants to give you... So that's Natalie's opinion. She's entitled to it. Doesn't make anyone look bad. But she's going to say, well, okay, Natalie Maines thinks I'm doing this for publicity, therefore Eric's not getting any more... Does that make sense to you on any level? No.
Okay,
if she's into you, she'll give you...
If she's not making them look bad, why did what I just read to you come straight from a text message from Dennis?
Because Dennis loves this stuff.
Dennis is trying to protect the girls, too. He doesn't want to tell you they don't want to be with you anymore.
He's a Svengali, Dennis. He's a master manipulator.
I mean, Dennis is looking for publicity.
And he's getting it.
And he doesn't want to hurt your feelings. The girls are not into giving too many more freebies.
Look, Eric, there was no one alive who believed Dana was me. And you know what? To prove them wrong, she would get drunk, close her eyes, and me every weekend.
Right.
These girls aren't even willing to do that.
What do the girls and I have to do to prove to you people?
They have to you again.
She should start you on a regular basis.
And never tell us.
And never bring it up on the air. How's that?
She should move in with you.
And don't charge you any money.
Right. No money. She just loves you and having fun with you. And she should do every day and never tell us about it. In fact, it should be going on right now.
She flies in just to sleep with you.
Right.
When your tattoo is next to her ex-boyfriend on her leg, then we'll believe you.
Right. Okay? How's that, Eric? And after 7 years of her doing that...
You call us.
Then you call us and tell us. Yeah, there it is. Plain and simple. You asked the question, I gave you the answer.
You can prove everybody wrong.
Mm-hmm. Because none of this makes any sense. That's why I rushed you off the air. Doesn't make any sense.
It's a ridiculous argument you're making.
She doesn't want to have sympathy because of what Natalie Maines said. Who cares what Natalie Maines said?
She doesn't want to have sympathy because the sun came up.
Ralph, go ahead. You're on the air.
Do you think that the girls gave him an amazing, or do you think it was just anything because he's completely freaking out?
Well, no, I think they gave him
the best of his life.
Yeah, I think they gave him something. They were touching him, they were caressing him, they were holding him. I mean, can you imagine? Eric's mind is blown.
Ralph, these girls were a little more attractive than your average whore, and you could tell they know what they're doing. Right. So he got the special,
He's particularly. Is Eric still there?
Yeah.
Eric.
Yes, I'm here.
Eric, just listen for one. Let me just say one thing. I'm serious.
Yeah, you're like when Dracula puts that hex on, that hypnotism on you. You're in a pussy.
You
crazy.
got glamored, yeah.
Yeah, you got glamored.
And we all are, by the way. But most normal people, you get just enough to calm you down.
All right, go ahead, Ralph.
Eric. Natalie flew across the country to see you and meet you, and she really does like you. So why would she set out to harm your life in any way?
Well, she didn't. Eric wants to blame somebody why he's not getting any more of this pussy, why he's been cut off. So
blame the girls, or Eric, just get some money and go back over there and pay for it. Like everybody pays for pussy.
How's he going to give money? Stop it.
He does appearances and things.
Everybody's dropping him.
The last appearance he did, Johnny had to buy up all the seats.
He sells pictures.
Pictures.
Speaking of which, Baba Booey, where is my reply to the email I sent you?
Oh,
man. Was it okay to show this one photo that I sent you on Thursday?
Little Hitler.
Boy, but Gary's getting from everyone.
Wow.
Gary, where's the reply, Eric, from Eric's email he wants it on?
Yeah. What was your email?
I sent you a photo of myself sitting in the hall of the Sirius building in front of the Howard Fist.
Okay, I'm ignoring you. This is what happened, Howard.
Yeah.
This is what happens when I don't want to deal with. I just ignore it.
Good.
Here's what happened.
That's what I do.
He asked for a picture of you, Howard, and Eric together.
Right.
Then he said he wanted to sell it.
I said no.
Then I sent him a note back, and I said, you can have it for your own personal use, but you can't sell it. Then he sends me back a note of him sitting in front of the Fist, says, okay, can I sell this one? And I just ignored it.
Right.
I don't want to deal with it.
Who cares?
I don't want to deal with giving you permission to sell, and so I just get so crazed I ignore you.
And you know what?
Right.
Stop selling mine, too. I'm going to take a page out of Howard's book here. Stop selling the picture with me, too, you little
Yeah,
fool.
it's just, Eric, it's like I don't want to be involved in selling stuff that has to do with serious. If you want to sell your own picture, we promote that, but I don't want to get involved in what you can and can't use, and then you misinterpret it. Before I know it, you're selling Howard's picture, and I'm getting yelled at.
Eric, you want to make a fortune? Do a
I
nude?
was gonna listen and not sell the Howard picture, but I was looking for a replacement. That's why.
Right, but I don't want you to sell something that's from here.
Hey, Eric, if you want to make a fortune, do a nude picture of yourself. I'd even buy that.
$100, I'll take it right now.
That's it.
A nude statue.
Put me down for 100.
Besides, Natalie Maines told me not to let you sell my picture.
That's probably Dennis texting me again.
He's working that evil empire.
Yeah, look at him back there. He's the Wizard of Oz. Don't look behind that curtain.
What did Dennis say, Eric? Come on, you got to know.
What do you say?
He just said Santa does all he typed in the text message.
Santa.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Don't exactly know, but...
Is Dennis Santa? They could bring you pussy for Christmas?
That's a good stocking stuffer.
Yeah, Eric.
No clue what that one meant, but okay.
All right, Eric. I got to run anyway because I got.
Can we just talk to Eric about one more thing that came up on the wrap-up show?
Sure.
I just thought it was fascinating. Eric was talking about he's unsure when he finishes. Like he doesn't know.
Oh, really?
He doesn't. Like he said. Like we asked him how many times he finished, and he says it's hard to tell.
Why is that, Eric?
Well, okay, up there the first night with Haley, there was 3 or 4 times.
You came 3 or 4 times?
Yes.
Now, how come you said on the wrap-up show it's hard for you to tell?
You lost count.
I was trying to be discreet, trying to stick to something. And, you know, my parents don't want me to go into all these details
Well,
anymore.
be discreet on this show and tell everything on the wrap-up show.
You know when you're done when one of the girls is throwing up?
No one reports on the wrap-up show.
Right.
Listen, you're done with when one of the girls is writing a suicide note.
Do you have some paralysis in that area or something that you can't tell when you come?
No, I don't.
Oh, all right.
Are his nuts messed up?
I don't know. Eric's not really being clear on this.
Like
I don't understand.
Not gay at all, but the nude picture thing, like, I'd be curious to see what the equipment looks like.
There you go.
Like the nuts and stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like you are gay.
No, I'm curious.
To sound gay, but it's really just scientific curiosity.
It's less gay and more like Elephant Man stuff.
It's more science. All right, Eric, I wish you luck. I hope my explanation somehow puts things and makes them clear for you.
Yeah, if you're going to be mad at anybody, be mad at Dennis.
He's
I'm not
cutting you
going
off.
to be mad at Dennis.
Well, Dennis is the one that's controlling the flow of pussy into your life.
Yeah, but you know what? Dennis can't keep giving freebies.
No.
He should be happy for what he got.
Sure he
and
can.
be
Look at
done
all-
with it.
Oh, come on! Look at all the advertisement Dennis is getting now. I mean, he should be sending a girl to Eric every week, every Friday should be.
Eric wasn't smart enough to make a deal.
Right.
Dope.
Yeah, but Eric, it ain't the Natalie thing. These chicks aren't going to bang you without money or some sort of payoff.
Yeah, that's a chick that digs you. Don't be pushing chicks that dig you away.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
Natalie still says she'd have dinner with you.
Eric doesn't want to go back to being the guy who doesn't get any pussy. He's freaking out. I get it.
That's not the only headache she caused. Remember, she caused a headache between Johnny and I, too.
Jeez.
Oh, please.
Why is everybody blaming Natalie for bailing on Eric?
Natalie ruined Eric's life.
Yeah. I mean, Eric, don't you think these relationships could be a little stronger and not be ruined by Natalie Maines'
Is it her
comments?
fault you're in a wheelchair, too?
That's not what he's
No.
saying. All right, Eric, listen, I wish you the best.
It's her fault you have a disgusting berry on your face.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
All right. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Ralph. Okay.
Eric taking off the gloves.
Eric the Midget.
Poor baby.
Red Ron!
He's 32, right?
Eric the Midget, you're on the air.
Oh, I want to talk to Eric.
All right.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, Eric. How are you? I have to tell you, Eric, you know, I was excited when you came into the studio, and I have to sort of side with you. I thought it sounded very sad when you were in the studio. These guys beating up on you so much.
Beating up? We were treating him like a hero.
You were? I know you brought in the girl and stuff, but
yeah.
But having him here in the studio made it a little more sad, like Artie yelling.
A little more sad. It was like we all wanted to hang ourselves.
Right?
There he is. There he is on cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Eric. Jimmy Kimmel loves Eric, right?
Yeah. A lot of people love him, a lot of people hate him. It's a mixed bag. With
Well,
Eric.
they're nice to his face, and then they talk shot him behind his back.
Are you guys making that doll for real?
Eric looks like a caterpillar this morning. What kind of shirt is that? Like it doesn't.
A regular white cotton T-shirt.
Eric, you wrote me into your one of your sitcoms with the Charlie's Angels thing. What happened with that?
Oh, yeah, that had to work on that some more.
Well, what is your question for John? Because I know he's got to leave.
Well, are they actually completely done filming ER? Because,
He already said they're done.
Well, we have like 6 or 8 more episodes.
Oh, you do have more to shoot.
We're shooting more, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It'll be done in March.
Well, what are you hoping for, Eric?
I definitely would like to appear on it if I could.
Oh, my
Couldn't
God.
he? But in all seriousness, I don't think that's out of the question. Don't you think he could play like an aborted fetus or something like
something they find in a bedpan?
Oh, see, it's not going to be good, Eric.
Well, what do you mean not good? You would want to play an aborted fetus, and all of a sudden, like, don't kill me. It's like a real controversial episode.
What do you want to play on there, Eric?
How about a surgeon accidentally leaves Eric inside a body?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a sponge.
Or how about like Eric is a parasitic twin removed from someone?
Like off someone's neck?
Yeah, like you know how Elvis had like a twin brother inside with him? And like they removed. It's Eric.
What do you want to play on there, Eric?
I would just play a patient.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
In the ER.
Yeah, that's a no. We'll see you.
That's a no.
I feel like you guys are really mean to Eric.
Well, yeah.
Listen how he is to us.
He's mean to us.
What did he say? Artie, you're fat.
Well, why don't you be nice to him? Why don't you be nice to him and put him on an ER?
And then he'll be mean to you.
Right. See how it works out.
Yeah, do that. Maybe invite another one.
I've had a thing with little people over the.
Oh,
over my
that's
years.
right.
Yeah.
You have a problem.
Well, I don't have a problem, but
You don't like
I
little
can't
people.
even. I've never said this publicly, so I can't.
Go ahead.
Well, no, it's not that I don't like them. I to find them. They're around.
He says they're around him all the time.
Yeah. But when I met Rebecca, they went. She was like kryptonite to
little people.
Yeah, they vanished, and then now that I'm single, they're all back.
I don't
again.
understand that.
And it's true. The day we were walking down the
Right?
street,
I told you the
I
story.
never see that.
And all my friends were like, "Yeah, you're crazy, you're crazy." I said, "No, watch." And then
They
What are you
show
saying?
up.
You're
They
saying
show
that
up.
it's somehow like you attract little people into your life?
Yeah.
Hot chicks and little people.
Look at Eric. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
good, it's great.
And so you're a little freaked out by little people.
No.
Did you ever bang a chick midget?
No. But Maura Tierney. No.
The Olsen twins are small.
Maura Tierney gave me a, the girl from ER, the hot girl.
She's cute,
She's
man.
cute. Yeah, she loves the show too. And the ER guys, I have to shout out to them because they love.
All right, so it's a no to Eric. He can't be on ER. Is that what you're
so
saying?
she got me a midget porn with Bridget the midget,
Right.
And a midget blow up doll.
Yes.
And it was in my dressing room. And Bridget, has she been on the show?
Yeah, sure.
She played twins.
Oh.
She played.
So midgets have appeared on the show.
In my trailer.
In your
Only
show.
the
Oh, in
best
your show.
only the best actors get an evil twin episode.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So, Eric, I don't hear a response from John that's affirmative. I don't.
I'll ask them down there, Eric.
All right. He's going to put in a word for you, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
How brazen, me and Benji would love to be on ER. Just
wouldn't
sucking
we
up.
all
There
love
are
to be on
legitimate
ER?
actors who want to be on ER.
Can Eric play a kidney? Like if someone needs a kidney
Just a
transplant?
body
How about a
part.
guy who was caught in a pet carrier?
Are you guys making that doll of him for real?
Yeah, we are in the midst of that. We measured his head for it and everything. It's going to be actual Eric size.
Are you okay with that, Eric?
No, not at all.
John, would you?
So you wouldn't want me to buy one?
I think it'd be okay if you. John, can John?
It would be an honor.
Do you mind?
No, guys, at all.
You do mind if John Stamos, your midget doll?
He's famous.
Oh.
I don't want any guys doing that.
Well, you said like it's you. It's your doll.
What if I dress you up like a woman, like put makeup on you and
And
put
a
a
wig.
wig?
Well, John, they're going to give it a dick and a pussy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hermaphrodite.
Yeah, it's going to have both. So
It's going to be like Jamie. It's going to be like Jamie Lee Curtis.
Uncle Jesse in the ass again, please. Oh.
that's a ridiculous joke. She's fine.
No, she was born that.
I want to take me.
Lick my twins.
Lick my twins.
Hey,
Can I
Eric.
blow you while you play the drums?
Eric, I promise I won't be.
Okay, thank you.
You got it.
There you go. All right. Stamos has got to go. He's got many appearances.
There's two promises he can make. He won't be when you're not going to be on ER.
See, John.
I've been watching ER from the beginning.
Nobody cares.
No, I do. Thank you, Eric.
Well, I mean, he started with Anthony Edwards, not you. He's not loyal to you, it sounds.
All right.
He still watches.
He still watches. All right. Thank you, Eric. He is a controversial figure. A lot of people say they don't want to hear Eric on the show anymore, but I want to hear him. Go ahead, Eric.
Good morning. I'm calling to demand an apology from Natalie and also you.
Well, I say you never disappoint.
Eric the Midget. 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 Let me tell you something nice about me. I want to fuck Catherine McPhee. I want to come in her stupid date. She's a nice hot father. McPhee. But I'm sick of this shit. I want you. That's the last thing you will see from Eric the Midget.
Do you think I could demand an apology from Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Many times.
All right, go ahead. You demand first, and then I'll demand.
I demand an apology from Natalie finally to get her ass on the air and apologize.
Okay.
And then also from you for that whole real doll. By the way, do you know any good actors that know how to measure?
Oh, yeah, there was a big controversy. That comedian who came down and measured Eric, they were like, well, he's a comedian. He can't really be measuring Eric. Well, no, he measured Eric, and we're having the real name. Why would I apologize for that? Who cares? We got the measurements.
An actor that probably doesn't even really work for that company.
Well, you didn't want the doll anyway. What do you care?
What do you care if we get the measurement right? Now you all of a sudden you care? You're so silly, Eric.
Yeah, really. You should root for us to get it wrong so it looks nothing like you when we're in the ass.
Good point. Artie's making sense. Think about it.
I have a feeling that whole thing is just nothing but a bit to piss me off, which it has.
Mr. Perceptive.
And then you're sitting there lying to your whole audience.
Yeah, I'm a big liar. We had a guy in here who measured your head. I don't have to tell you what he does also.
Yeah.
He was here to measure your head.
Let's say, again, Eric, we do a show.
Yeah, this is a comedy show.
Do you think someone can make a good enough living just measuring people for the real doll?
He's a freelance measurer, part-time comedian. So what? What do you care?
Probably has another business.
Quite frankly, I could have measured you. How hard is it to measure your head? He's not an official measurer from the company.
The guy has a few careers. I mean, this is America.
The company's some guy's basement where he sits there and makes those plastic dolls of people. You think he's got an operation? He's
got people
He's
all
not
over
even
the country.
a measurer from the real doll company.
It's not like the CEO of Pepsi.
God only knows what's doing in the basement at the real doll company.
Exactly.
I think there's real girls in there. They just vulcanize them.
I think we're going to see yellow tape around that house pretty soon.
I don't understand. The guy who measured my head was a comedian.
Actors who can measure.
It's fake.
I guarantee you, if I emailed that company, they probably wouldn't have even known who that was.
Well,
Eric.
They don't care who that guy is. They said, send us the measurements.
He's the guy the Howard Stern show had measure you. That's why the guy will pick up the phone.
There's no official measurer. So we said to the guy, measure Eric. Give you something to do. He goes, okay, I'll measure him. Eric's upset. He's not a real representative.
Wasn't a real measurer.
What do you think? They have a guy who measures?
He's
also think about it. When they make real dolls, they don't really make them
based on
people. So why would they hire a measurer full time?
Yeah, they can't employ a full-time measurer. The guy's also in the chorus of Wicked. He did us a favor. He usually sleeps in the morning.
I just said he's our official measurer. And he is. If we ever have
You're
more,
the only one who fell for it, actually.
yeah. If we ever have any more measurements to take, I'm going to get that guy. Right now, I don't have any measurements.
I'll measure your stupidity.
I think you're the stupid one here. No offense.
I don't think so.
What do you care who measures you?
By the way, hypocrite, this is why I want an apology out of you also. You think that all my other friends are, friends with me because or for money reason.
You don't have any money. Why would I think that?
You make money off me. No one else does.
Well,
I'm making a fortune off you.
Keep it up, Eric. I'll get a lawyer.
I got to tell you, Eric, I can't believe the millions I'm making off of you.
From what I hear, my Howard TV episode is the highest one this month.
That is true.
That's money in your pocket, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
If we took that off, the number 2 show would become number 1.
And by the way, trust me, if it wasn't number 1, I wouldn't have you on the air anymore. A lot of people fed up with you.
But subscribers didn't go up because we had an Eric the Midget show.
No. I mean, they just, whoever was on there said, okay, I'll watch Eric the Midget.
Eric thought he had you. Make your money over that.
I like that we're arguing about the guy who measured his head.
He wants an apology.
I heard he's an actor. Well, who do you mind going to get to measure your head? Think about
Dare
it.
you have an actor measure him?
No, I went to I went to Harvard and asked, do you have any good graduates who are into measuring, who have like a measuring career ahead of them?
Do you have anyone with eyesight and working arms?
A measurer. How would there be a measurer? Think about the Real Doll business. They have 3 prototypes. They got 3 different girls, a blonde, a redhead, and a brunette.
I think they all look alike, just have different hair.
It's all the same girl. Why would they have to measure anyone?
They don't get a lot of custom-built off,
You know how fast they'd be out of business if they employed a full-time measurer? That would just be a bloated company right
You know
there.
who would do that? Michael Jackson. He's a dumb businessman.
No, I'm pretty sure the Real Doll company is this one guy. Because I know, like, when you order a Real Doll, it takes like 3 or 4 months for him to create it.
I'm sure there's one guy and there's a pit that might have someone in it.
And a crocodile they feed him to.
And a dog. And some lotion. A lot of empty bottles of lotion.
Eric, you busted me. You're right. The measurer was not really from the Real Doll company.
Are you going to apologize?
No. He said that he really... I mean, where am I going to find a guy to measure Eric?
Instead of apologizing, we're going to continue to laugh. And Eric, I don't know who told you to wear a baseball hat on screen, but he or she was right, because that head of yours, Jesus, that doesn't stop going, that forehead. Look at it. Man.
Yeah, neither does your waist.
Well, put the hat back on, and I wear a shirt, don't I?
All right, look at this. Eric the Midget sent an email expressing his desire for several apologies. Here's what it says.
All right.
Eric is still angry with Natalie Maines of the Dixie Chicks because she claims his Bunny Ranch whores, Haley and Cherry, were the only ones, were only with him for plugs. That's his main beef. He also claims Natalie humiliated him and has hurt his relationship with Johnny Fratto. And Johnny will now only take his calls if Eric calls him the High Commander.
Oh, stop it.
He also has a list of demands. He wants Natalie to help get him a part on Heroes, which Natalie's husband is on.
Right.
He wants help writing songs because his songwriting partner sucked big time, he claims.
Who is he, Michael Jackson?
He wants vocal lessons from Natalie over the phone. And he wants Natalie to agree to it that at least one of his songs will be top #1 country Billboard hit. What does that mean? How could she?
Well, she's had that success.
But how could she claim that one of his songs is #1?
I guess he'll have her keep writing until something like that happens.
Right.
Eric, I believe that's a no on everything.
Yeah, I think that we could pretty much say, forget it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't get you any of that stuff.
You want a Howard Stern shirt or something?
We don't even have that.
Oh, that's right.
Eric says that Howard Stern show acts like they are the only people in the world who care about him and like him. And he wants us to know that it's not true.
All right.
We don't care about you or like you.
Eric's list of demands for Howard. Howard has to get Eric on whatever show he wants to be on. Howard has to help Eric find a publisher for his children's book. That's Dougie the Wuggy.
Yeah.
Dougie the Puggy.
Dougie the Puggy. And Howard has to admit he was full of shit. The Eric the Midget Real Doll. No, they're going to make the Real Doll of you. I'm not full of shit.
I don't think so.
Well, wait till you see it in here.
Wait, I'll get it. And then will you apologize to me?
I don't think that's going to happen.
But if it does happen, will you apologize to me?
I guess I'll say yes, because I don't see it happening.
Okay.
And you know we're going to
that doll.
It takes months to make it, by the way.
You know what we're putting on top of that too? That doll in A's hat.
Yeah.
Until the A's hat falls off.
So, Eric, that's it. I mean, I don't know what else you want to say, but there's my answer. I would like to give Eric the opportunity to have his own real doll.
Now, that would make history, Eric.
You can go yourself.
Let's do that.
Just think, you know how many people probably tell Eric to go for himself? Now he can.
Eric, I think you should consider having your own real doll.
You should consider getting a fucking brain.
Eric the Midget Man. I fit in a garbage can. I float with balloons to smell McPhee spoon. I'm Eric the Midget Man.
Imagine if the real doll gets pregnant and has a kid. That kid would be your son, your brother.
What about doing that, Eric?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. All right.
He's not agreeable to anything.
You're angry today. Go think about it.
Just because we suggested a doll that's in your likeness.
Who just got an instant message?
You probably.
No, that would be my phone.
You and Robin with those phones.
Man, Eric, you're a doofus.
Where'd you get an instant message from?
Rich.
Rich who?
From the Bunny Ranch.
What's he got to say? See, that's when those guys contact you, when you're on the air.
See, they just got a plug.
Oh, yeah.
Figure things out, Eric.
They said, or he said I could ask for a blowjob or a hand job from Natalie, which you did not read in that email.
No, I didn't. I didn't see that there.
And you need better glasses.
Is it there?
You want Natalie Maines to blow you?
Yes.
Oh, just so you know, that sheet that I gave you is compiled from 9 different emails that go on forever.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think she'd blow you. I'm pretty sure.
Blow you off.
At least a hand job.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a woman who's probably got multi-million dollars and Grammys and has a husband and kids.
Just waiting in line to blow Eric.
To blow Eric.
Has a failing music career.
Red Rock.
Right.
Has a music career.
Yeah.
Something
has a career. All right, Eric, I think we've devoted enough time to this segment.
The answer to all of your requests
is no.
Big fat no.
Why does this sound like a one-sided argument? Where the is she?
Who?
Natalie.
Sleeping.
She's busy. I don't know what she's doing.
He doesn't care. She's got a life. Yeah, life.
Where is she? That one-sided argument.
Why isn't she at my beck and call?
Yeah, it's still like 5 a.m. where she's sleeping.
Yeah, she lives in L.A.
What she's doing, what you should be doing.
Sleeping.
Artie.
She's sleeping.
You know how to tell time?
Yeah.
It's 3 a.m. here, not 5.
I said like 5. The hour and a half off.
What's wrong with you, Artie?
I mean, you know, I'm like
the comedy's not pure.
I'm like that measurer guy.
You're not real. You're not an official timesman?
You know what? I've been doing too much measuring on the side. It's affecting my real work.
You know Natalie sleeps on an Eric the Midget pillow that she had custom made? How many people know that?
I didn't know that.
A little fact I thought I'd throw in. Yeah. Were you aware of that, Eric?
No, I was not.
Nope. She sleeps on an Eric the Midget pillow. It's in your likeness. She had it custom made. That's true.
Her kids pal around with it.
Kids are taller than it.
Her kids beat it up.
The pillowcase is blotchy.
Has Eric talked to Johnny since he's had to call him the High Commander?
I left him a voicemail about this whole situation with Natalie.
Johnny's just happy to be rid of Eric.
I know. High Commander.
Yeah, you know, I saw Johnny in L.A.
Oh, did you?
I did. He came to one of my signings with his little son. He's got a cute little son. And Johnny was walking around, and we didn't even bring up Eric. I think Johnny's having a fine life without him.
You mean somehow Johnny's getting along without Eric?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, Eric.
Not from what I heard. One time he did talk to me. He did say that he brought you up, or brought me up to you.
No, he's lying.
All right, we'll see. I'll see if he'll call in and correct you on that.
Okay.
All right, I got to get over to Gary the retard, Eric. I'll talk to you later.
I want that apology out of Natalie by tomorrow.
Wait,
what all you want?
Gary the retard is eating his own. We have to get to him.
What is it, Ralph?
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear what the consequence is if Natalie...
Yeah, what happens to Natalie if she doesn't give you an apology? Ralph's making a very good point.
Making a demand. What happens if she...
Not sure at the moment, but I'm sure I could come up with something.
Well, Eric, you really should have your ducks in a row when you yell out demands to people.
If you're going to threaten someone, you got to have the whole thing thought out.
Right.
The consequence.
I'll try to think of a way to humiliate her.
Go on a hunger strike.
Her.
Yeah. Humiliate her.
Eric, know how to spell much?
This is a girl who flew across the country to see you, and you're trying to humiliate her.
I know.
No. That's Eric.
Dope. Doesn't even realize who his friends are.
Yeah, Natalie took on the President of the United States.
And Eric.
She's not scared of you.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
Yeah, right.
Well, she better get ready to make nice.
Eric's going to roll over her foot.
To use one of their song titles.
You're the only one who knows one of their song titles.
I even knew that was a song.
Right. I mean, when we like her.
What's the name of her song?
Not ready to make nice.
Oh.
Wait, Natalie's on the phone. Now we're going to get some action. Here we go. Hi, Natalie.
Hi, Howard. It's Natalie. Hi.
Hi. Now, Eric wants an apology from you.
I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sorry. And, Eric, I have a deal for you. I will blow you, but on one condition.
What is the condition, Natalie?
I'm going to stand across the room, and if you walk to me, I'll blow you.
All right. Eric, what do you think of that?
Richard, you are such a retarded hick.
This is Natalie. Who's this Richard character? I'll blow you, Eric. Come on, you just got to walk to me.
That's generous.
Come on, I'll put that 5-inch midget cock right in my mouth.
Wow, Natalie. What about your husband, Adrian Pazdar, the star of Heroes?
He's a big Eric fan. He'll be jacking off in the corner. He won't mind.
Your husband's going to jack off in the corner.
Yeah. All over Eric's wheelchair.
Well, Eric, that sounds like fun.
All right, Eric, you got a goal.
Generous offer.
Come on, Eric, you better start practicing.
Talk dirty to Eric and see if he likes it, Natalie.
Eric, I can't wait to have that little midget cock rising around in my mouth and hitting my teeth and the little midget head of your cock. It's going to be
what do you think of that, Eric?
My throat.
Get me hard.
What do you think, Eric? I'll spit on it, too.
Richard, go back to the back room with your boyfriend Sal and do that.
Eric, I have a cold. I sound a little different today.
You do sound a little different.
Yeah.
Even I admit that.
A little under the weather. But...
Natalie, to prove it's you, could you sing a little bit of your hit, I'm Not Ready to Make Nice Now?
I'm not ready to make nice.
That's her.
That's me.
It's her. No one else knows that song.
Yeah, I know the lyrics.
All right, thank you, Natalie.
Thank you, Howard.
All right, Eric, there's your offer from Natalie.
Love you, Eric.
Whatever, Richard.
I'll let you put it in my poop, too.
All right. All right, thank you, Natalie.
Thank you.
All right, offering her.
Look at Eric's forehead.
And, Jana.
I'm going to put a little Vaseline on the tip of Eric's head. Shove it in my mouth.
All right, Eric, there you go. Thank you. Thank you. Right. All right, Eric making demands about Natalie Maine. Exciting morning so far on the show. Oh, quickly, Eric. I mean,
must he?
Hey, go ahead, Eric.
Why does it have to be quickly?
Because I don't want to get caught up in a long conversation. I want to just move things along.
Well, I was calling in because the last couple of days I've been sick, and I had to go to the emergency room on Tuesday.
What was wrong?
Oh, it turns out I have a flu, and I had a little bit of dehydration. Oh, shut up, fat.
Let me go to the hospital for dehydration.
Why don't you drink some water?
At least I don't go to the hospital for drug problems.
Well, I go to rehab for that.
All right, Eric. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. You sound like you're back in fine form.
I was supposed to actually be up at the ranch for a couple parties, but that got called off because of being sick.
All right. Well, by the way, I do have a picture of you now in my office.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yes.
Could you possibly play the voicemail so I could hear it?
I did that already.
You probably
I know
were in
that.
the emergency.
I didn't get to hear it. I was.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to play it again. My audience heard it.
It was boring and fake.
Right.
You know what you said.
Yeah.
I make a lot of them. I don't remember every one of them.
Johnny Fratto is on the phone. He says he has a real story about Eric. What do you mean a real story?
All right, now here's the real story. Yeah, Eric went because he was dehydrated, but Howard, it was very dangerous because he had a fast heartbeat and he couldn't breathe. Howard, this drinks Coca-Cola and eats macaroni and cheese all day.
Right. He doesn't know about health.
This is all he does. So
Eric, you understand that nutritionally you're killing yourself.
Right.
He could, for Howard, when he went to the emergency room, he could not breathe. It started the night before he couldn't breathe.
Did you take him to the hospital?
No, I didn't, but I was on the phone the whole time. You know, I was actually panicking because he was talking to me, and he couldn't breathe. All of a sudden, he couldn't get words out.
Oh.
We almost lost him.
Robin, explain to him how important it is to drink water.
Well, he should know now. Do we
Well, I
have
don't
to
know
say
if he
any
knows
more
or
than
not.
you'll wind up in the hospital?
Eric, are you going to drink water now?
Howard, don't let him go to the Bunny Ranch unless he drinks water every day.
Who's ripping something? It's driving me insane.
It's not
I got
me.
a big, I
Oh,
got
it's
a big,
you.
I've got a big cup of water next to me right now.
Yeah, and then that Coke, you got to quit drinking that Coke, Eric.
Right.
All right. Thanks, guys. All right. Later. All right, bye.
All right.
Have Merry Christmas.
You too.
Bye for now.
And by the way, Stern,
Yeah.
is it your show or is it Gary's show?
Is it what?
Is it your show or is it Gary's show?
It's my show.
Then why the hell you let him dictate what messages you can play and what messages you can't, like on Tuesday?
What
he dictated? I just told him how boring it was, and he agreed. He listened to it, by the way, you little shrimp, and he thinks it sucks too.
Oh, you
All right. And Merry Christmas.
wipe. Go wipe someone's ass with your lips.
Calm down.
All right. Merry Christmas.
You guys have a good one.
You just got out of the hospital, Eric. Calm down.
Yeah.
Watch your heartbeat.
You know, nothing changes about Eric. He's near death, no revelations. He doesn't come back kinder.
No. No, he's right back in.
Eric, the rude, obnoxious, and annoying midget.
If he drinks coconut water, won't coconut water hydrate him real fast?
Yeah, it's full of electrolytes, and it's a very good way to replenish yourself.
What about like stuff like Gatorade?
Gatorade's not that good. It's full of sugar.
There you go, Eric.
Eric, the boozer.
That water.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Okay, Howard.
Bye-bye.
Have a happy holiday.
Yeah, you too.
Eric, the idiot.
Johnny Fratto and Eric the Midget.
What a team.
Eric the Midget, quickly. Not a long call today because I have a lot to get to.
Hello?
Hello.
All
He
right.
said he's in a hurry.
Yeah. Hurry, Eric, please.
I know. I was just calling in because to let you guys know the show I did not happen last night because of technical difficulties.
Okay.
So you mean the whole show was off the air?
Right.
Yeah, I never finished playing the clips from Eric's first big Idol show.
Yeah.
They're all good. They're all funny. But, I played a bunch of them yesterday. I'm not going to get into it again today.
I just wondered if he sold any more tickets today.
Yeah, how's that going, that appearance of yours?
0.0. I have not talked to James yesterday, so I do not know.
Right. All right, thank you.
Guess we'll have to wait for Steve Langford.
For anyone who was looking for Eric the Midget's show last night, it was not on due to technical difficulties, if you could believe that.
There's always technical difficulties. Why would they cancel it?
Maybe you need to work that out.
Well, it will hopefully be worked out on Tuesday night.
All right. Thank you,
You
Eric.
watched Idol anyway, I'm sure.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. You just didn't have to comment through it.
Anything glaringly obvious that you want to point out?
No.
Not that I remember from last night's episode.
Like sort of his commentary that we missed.
Right.
All right, thank
He
you.
doesn't have anything to say, as usual.
Irish John. Oh, that's not Irish John. Oh, it's Eric the Midget.
You picked up the wrong line.
All right, well, Eric the Midget, go ahead. Eric
Are
the
you
Midget.
aware of Eric the Midget?
I've not enough to know.
He's one of the biggest Idol fans there is.
He even does his own Idol radio show, which is probably the worst radio show in the history of radio.
Little shit lives in California.
Right. Eric, go ahead. Your question for Sanjaya.
Yeah, and Artie, you're the world's biggest shit. Shut up.
You're on with Sanjaya, your dream.
Go ahead, Eric.
Although, Eric, I got to be honest, you used to trash Sanjaya on your
Yeah,
show.
he hated our movement.
Right. You were against the movement.
Right, but I didn't have the show back then.
I see.
The show only started during last season.
What does
All
that
right.
got to do with anything?
Well, because Howard just said I trashed Sanjaya on my show, which the show didn't exist.
Oh, you trashed him on this show.
Oh, this show, yes.
Yeah, where people could hear it.
Right.
I guarantee this week there will not be any technical problems on our JFSC.
This is about Sanjaya, not you.
Did you have a question for Sanjaya?
There is Eric right there, Sanjaya. You can see him up on the screen. Yes. Go ahead. Do you have a question?
Not really.
Oh, all right. Think about it.
bye.
This is Sanjaya's time to...
Gives a fuck.
So, hey, Eric, just so you know, your business where you send people messages and pictures and you charge them money,
Yes.
you should... Eric calls this guy. I'm going to play you a call. And, like, yells... The guy said to Eric, listen, I ordered a picture and a message for my friend for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And he never got it. I want my money back. So Eric calls this guy and reams him. Right, Eric?
I guess. I have a lot of customers. I don't know what particular one you're talking about.
But you left him a nasty message. If the guy didn't get his stuff, he has a right to get his money back. You know what I'm saying?
You have a lot that are this mad at you that you don't know?
Here, listen.
You
here's,
can't tell one from the other?
Well, there's one other shit that I'm having to deal with.
All right, here's Eric, everybody. Listen to this. This is a voicemail he left on a customer's machine.
Hi, Kyle. This is Eric, the actor from the house. During the show, you know, your claim of me not sending you a photo for your friend's birthday. I mean, if it's for your friend's birthday, why are you waiting a month to make this claim? I'm not ripping you off. I'm not ripping anyone off. I have not ripped anyone off from the store. I'm not high-pitched, you dumb. He rips people off. You know, my name may be Eric, but it's not high-pitch Eric. Dumbass. You got a refund, even though I don't believe you deserve it. So check your PayPal and check your emails. Don't come back to the store. Goodbye for good, jackass.
It's, listen, the guy just was asking for his money back. It's a very, very strong message, don't you think?
I think his customer service department needs some spiffing up.
Although, if I got that message, I'd pay for that one. That's a good one.
There's a bunch of reasons you're a total dick in this situation. First of all, the guy waited a month to make sure he wasn't wrong, and knowing he didn't get the message. He gave you a long time to get it to him. That's why he waited a month. He was actually doing you a favor.
Good point.
And then when he finally didn't get it after a month, you say, screw your friend's birthday? I mean, come on, dude.
Well, if I remember correctly, he actually ordered the photo like a month after the friend's birthday.
It doesn't matter why he wanted it.
I'm just saying, maybe there has to be a kinder, gentler Eric the Midget. That's all.
Yeah, these are people who actually tried to do business with you.
That's right. Customers. Paying customers. All right. Thank you, Eric. Sounds like Eric is watching in the background the inauguration.
Yeah, he's busy.
He's very busy. Eric, you sold 2 tickets. Look at you.
Hello? Stop with the noise effects, you jackass.
It's like an avalanche. 2 tickets. How can you handle all those requests?
You've doubled sales from last time.
Yeah, you doubled your weight from yesterday.
0.0. You went from 0.0 to 2.
Yeah, well, that's more than double. You went up, I don't know, 2 million%? What is that?
Yeah, we doubted you, Eric, but you came through. 2 whole tickets.
Who bought them? And how do you know them?
I don't know them, and I don't know who bought them. Just fans, I guess.
Just fans. Swarming.
Just fans.
Fans.
I'm sure a lot more will be sold.
What makes you say that, shithead?
Steve, do you think there's any chance more can be sold? Is the news department trying to figure this out?
Well, we're going to keep pounding away on this story, and we hope that more people do go.
How many days does he have left till the big appearance?
A month and a half, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, this could be the start of an avalanche. All right, Eric, congratulations. Thank you.
Right.
Bye, Eric.
Next time
Eric,
when you ask me a question, don't hang up on me.
Eric, go for yourself.
Thank you.
Shut up, fat ass.
See you, buddy.
All right. What else is in the news? Anything? Idol show last night because American Idol was on. And
Yeah.
it's just so great. Eric did make an admission on the show. Finally, something came out of the show that his roommate catches him beating off.
Ooh.
Or has
how
caught
did that
him.
come up?
Well, first of all, you almost miss it. You got to listen like a surgeon would operate on a person. Like you got to be so lasered into what's going on.
Yeah,
because,
you got to look for all the bleeders.
here's the opening to Eric's show, and I'm not editing this in any way, but this is exactly what it sounds like. This is it, and it's just amazing to me.
So how are you?
Eric's got his TV way up too loud, because he's watching American Idol during it. That's what you're hearing.
Oh, I'm doing okay, Eric. There he is. Hey, King. Hey, 25.
I'm late like Artie. I had flu-like symptoms.
They're talking about Randy Jackson's career journey. We're in Jacksonville, Florida tonight. I thought it was supposed to be Miami.
Eric's big revelation there is that the American Idol judging is going on in Jacksonville, Florida. But if I'm watching the show, wouldn't I know that?
He's shocked because he thought it was Miami.
Yeah. And he's supposed to be an expert.
Where are they again, Eric? I'm sorry.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Jacksonville. Ah, okay.
I thought tonight's was supposed to be Miami, Florida. Oh my goodness.
You get it?
Guy.
That's the show. So
and
somehow,
you didn't cut this up. That's just how it played on the computer.
Yeah. And then I guess if you listen long enough, like this is like almost an hour in or something, you know. This is Eric confessing that his roommate has caught him beating off. So at least there was some sort of revelation. So listen carefully, see if you can catch it.
Hey, Eric, have you ever caught Jan jerking off?
No, I don't care to.
That's the guy who lives with Eric, you know.
Jan.
Jan, I guess.
You never accidentally rolled in on him doing something bad to himself?
Nope.
Has he ever walked in on you rubbing one out?
Oh my goodness.
It's something that roommates do have to deal with sometimes.
Maybe he has.
Ooh, God. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate your candor. I'm not even going to ask you to elaborate.
Wow. Thank you.
It's almost like CB radio.
I mean, worse. Like, why wouldn't you ask him to elaborate?
You're finally onto something good.
Yeah, you want to stick with this American Idol conversation?
Yeah, well, the show really is about American Idol, Rob, not about Eric's masturbation. Well, anyway, I hand it to JD because he listens to the show every night and pulls these little gems. And I would have missed that. I mean...
Yeah, you'd have been asleep by the time that came up.
It's incredibly dull. Too much, huh? Well, that's the Eric the Idol show, or Idol Watcher show.
When are they going to give up on this show?
Never.
That's what I wonder. 'Cause
Eric
it
loves
hasn't worked once.
Eric was on the phone yesterday all morning trying to promote it. And I didn't let him on yesterday. We were just in the middle of 20 different things. Yesterday's show just went really fast. What is it, JD?
You know, he doesn't just have the American Idol show. He has he has an ECW show and a TNA wrestling show and like a Nashville Stars show and all these other shows.
With the same co-host?
No, I think there's this guy named Cole that he does ECW with.
And it's always while the show is on, right?
Yeah, I guess. I haven't listened to the other shows. I can barely handle this one.
Maybe the show would be better if they didn't do it while Eric was watching the show. Like, it's got to ruin his experience of watching American Idol.
Well, I pulled a clip. It's too boring anyway, but
No, it isn't.
The co-hosts yell at him because apparently he talks way more off air than he does on air.
I see.
So they yell at him for talking.
Who's he talking to off air?
Yeah, I think it's the very last one.
All right.
You guys got any questions you want to ask Eric before the end of the show?
Eric, you have anything to say? Not really.
That's the crazy show. Do you have anything to say, Eric?
Guys.
This is what I don't understand. You call in the Stern every day like it's the most important thing in the whole universe. And then when you come on this show, it's like pulling teeth trying to get a straight answer out of you.
Because he's watching American Idol and he loves it. What?
Yeah, this is a bad premise for a show.
Yeah, like you know, sports shows like Mad Dog watches a game and then he comes on and he talks about it.
He doesn't talk to you during the game.
He's not a play-by-play announcer. He's an analyst. He does analysis of it after the fact.
Yeah, like our guy, Pharrell.
Right, exactly, Pharrell. Yeah.
He reads like 97 sports papers and then he comes on the air and he talks about it.
And he watches games. So what you're saying is Eric should watch the show and then have an after Idol show.
Yes, after Idol show. That's what I'm advocating, where he could actually talk. He's too busy watching the show. He loves that show. It's like during the Super Bowl, having some guy talk during it. Why would you do that? Unless it was actually the broadcast of the Super Bowl. Makes no sense. Eric the Midget, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Gee, it's interesting. Finally, you take my call after almost 2 weeks.
Oh, we haven't talked to you in 2 weeks?
Doesn't seem like that long.
Wow. Doesn't seem like that long, yes.
Well, you mean you finally get on the air after 2 weeks and then you can complain that you haven't been on the air in 2 weeks?
Wow, 2 weeks went by. Time goes by when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric, I can't imagine that you possibly think that you're so interesting that I should always pick up the phone on you. Sometimes I'm busy. And then he gets on and he has nothing to say anyway.
Yeah, we're doing all the talking.
Okay, so we haven't been on in 2 weeks. What do you want to say?
Oh, yeah, I've been listening to the show. There's been a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, like your show.
Most of the time you just sit there and about nothing.
That's right. That's the show.
Eric, when we listen to your show, there really is nothing. There's nothing going on.
Literally nothing.
Eric, the worthless sack of Fred, don't push those buttons. The idiot. Eric, the disrespectful piece of crap. Eric, the retard. By the way, Eric, the bastard.
What?
By the way, I'm pretty sure that at least 200 to 400 tickets will be sold to my event.
0.0.
You're sure they will be, but how many have you sold?
2 so far. I am Eric the Flyer.
Why do you think that you're going to sell 200 tickets to that appearance of yours when, in fact, you've only sold 2?
Because I've asked somebody to help out.
Would his name be Johnny Fratto?
Yes.
Did Springsteen agree to show up or something?
Because Johnny's going to buy 200 tickets to Eric's appearance.
Oh, dear. Don't say that.
No.
Poor Johnny.
All right, Eric, I got to go. Thank you.
Wait a minute.
No, you suck, and so does your opinion.
My show is on tonight. And, probably so...
All right, I got to go.
Bye, Eric.
Shut the hell up and let me speak.
No, go yourself. Bye.
I was saying I would sell more tickets to this event and not have to have Johnny's help if the team didn't suck.
All right. Thanks, Eric.
The obnoxious midget.
All right, thank you.
Eric, the complaining midget.
Phone. I'm really done with him. I'm done with him. He sent me the nastiest letter.
What a shit.
This is the greatest letter.
You saw the letter, Fred.
Yes,
yeah,
I did.
Fred passed it on to me.
I don't know if I passed it on, but I certainly took a pass over that.
I heard him on the Howard 100 News saying we're the reason he can't sell tickets.
He's you know what? You wish that he could articulate all this stuff that he wrote in the letter, but he's so bad on the air that it takes him forever.
Yeah, he can't say it.
All right, so Eric, I'm going to read your letter. You ready?
Right.
Hey, you. I'm pissed that you had me sitting on for pretty much the whole boring-ass show. For sitting on, I think he means on hold, but he left out the word hold. Yeah. Fat-ass Artie did a Playboy Casino show with Berry-Faced Ralph and Sam Simon. Boring story, Artie, like off your other fat waste of human stories. I was calling in to tell you for the fact that I know that you guys are the reason I haven't heard from Johnny in the past 2 weeks. What the f have you been putting him in his Ambien-filled head? I mean, this year I missed having my annual February trip down to his place for a few days to visit. Last year and the year before I was down there, he won't take any of my calls or return any of my messages or even emails. I know that you are behind it somehow. Not to mention some of the times that I've called him in the past, his son Joey would answer, and now I feel he's ducking my calls.
So we're the reason for that, too?
Yeah, there are a few other things that I feel you are behind. One is, thanks to you, I have to miss out on going up to the Bunny Ranch for my birthday and the St. Patty's Day party they're having.
What did we do there?
Sunny Lane and I were going to party together for my birthday, and she said that she had a surprise for me, and for the St. Patty's Day 2-day party, I was going to help this super cute bunny named Brenna Bovary by being her lap dance partner for a contest they're doing. I have to miss out on that and more with the other girls because just had to bring the photo to everyone's attention. Now my parents don't want me to go back up there before our family trip for fear that more embarrassing photos or maybe even videos might be made. Oh, this goes on and on and on. I don't know how much you can take it as.
I'm enjoying it.
Oh, you are? Okay, good. All right.
His parents are not letting him go to the Bunny Ranch.
You could have kept to yourselves. Besides all of that, I was going to go up there to talk to Dennis, Rich, and Madame Suzette about ideas that I've been posting on the Bunny Ranch message board. So thanks for that up. Another thing, I've only sold 6 tickets to my meet and greet event. So I'm going to have to ask James if it can be pushed to another date. I know that you have the reason ticket sales were... I'm reading this verbatim. So.
Yes.
Oh, 2 last things that I know that you are behind are... 1, the fact that I haven't heard from Jeremy Borash from TNA Wrestling for about a month. I was emailing back and forth with him on a regular basis. And number 2, the fact that I haven't heard from Brandy Taylor in weeks either. Again, I was emailing with her on a regular basis. So why could you let me on air to talk to you about all of this?
Who is Brandy Taylor?
I don't know. I don't know any of this.
Brandy Taylor.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know her either.
Yeah. So, Eric, you're such a nut.
No, I'm not.
What do you think we do? We don't have anything to do with anything you do. We just talk to you on the air once in a while.
We're doing all of this unbeknownst to us.
I never speak to Johnny Fratto, nor does anyone else. Except on the air. When you call in. Johnny can't stand the constant turmoil, I guess you put him in.
He's had it.
You can't blame us. If anything, we're responsible for getting you to the Bunny Ranch in the first place.
These people aren't calling you back because you're an ass.
You're a fat ass. Shut up. No one asked you.
Well, this show's the only reason I sell tickets. What's the problem?
Yeah, I mean...
No, it's stopping him from selling tickets, Artie.
You think if you were not on the show, you'd be selling a lot more?
Eric, so I don't know if you want to say something. Now's your chance, and I'll give you a chance to make a statement. Go ahead.
Well, the meet and greet event is going to go off on the day that it was planned to, on Friday night, and we have actually sold 8 tickets now.
Yeah, and but why would you think we sabotage that? How would I even do that? Tell me how I sabotage.
How did you get no one to buy tickets?
Yeah, how did I do that? I want to know how I did that.
listen to how you are portraying me. You are portraying me in a negative way. That's why. No one
Eric,
wants
if I didn't portray you as anything, you would not have anything. You're insane.
No,
he said you portray him as an ungrateful.
Right. Don't you think you portray yourself as that?
No.
When have you ever been grateful?
There have been some times.
Some, but most of the time you're ungrateful. So, sorry, people picked up on that.
I mean, Eric, how could you write me a letter after when you came to New York, I introduced you to not only Bunny Ranch chicks and you got you laid, not only introduced you to that chick from American Idol that you love so much.
Oh, my God. How many times do I have to tell you I met her 3 times?
Yeah, but you never...
All of them were arranged by us, I think.
Yeah.
No, they weren't.
But okay, so I arranged for you to meet her a 4th time. I mean, I've given you life. How do you write a letter to me like that? That's why people think you're ungrateful. And how do you think I sabotage? Listen, think about this. I got 3 kids. I've got a radio show.